And we live, motherfuckers. What's happening?
What up? What up?
What's happening, boys?
We are with Tommy C from Shot to the Point. Big, huge fan of his. I have been for about 3-4 years now, at least.
You watch the hockey? Because I only got like mainstream, if you want to call it that, relevant 2 years ago.
Yeah. I just found out about you when DJ said he was coming on, so I started checking out some of your videos. Yeah,
I do kind of what you guys do. I've always been in the live streaming or podcast, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the way I roll for the most part.
Yeah.
So how did you get started on podcasting, man, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem. I kind of did it on a whim. I started making hockey videos based on the 2012 NHL playoffs. And I posted one of them on Facebook. And the people on my Facebook kind of gave it a thumbs up. And they said, that's pretty good for somebody who's got no experience. And then it kind of blew my ego up. I started making more, and they were like, "Knock that shit off." And then I just moved it to YouTube.
That's
awesome. And then I basically did what came to be videos. I remember I got like I don't even think it was 1,000 hits. It was like 700 or 500 on one video, and I was really impressed by that. Because at the time, you know, like all the other ones were getting anywhere between 10 and 50. And one of them got like 700. So to me, that was like a viral video. And I did another one that was really bad. It was more like a podcast. We did a rundown on predictions, and it was with me and my buddy Dave. And I'm like, why don't we just make this a straight up podcast? And I'd read initially, because you used to have 100. You have to have like 1,000 subs and a certain amount of watch time to stream.
It's like I did get like super chats.
That was years before all that stuff happened. Okay. You had to have that. You had to have a whole bunch of stuff to even stream. And I remember that was my dream. I wanted to be able to stream because you couldn't stream on YouTube. And so we'd record them and I'd upload them with my buddy Dave, who went on with me to do his own channel. He worked in Joe Cronin's show with wrestling. And then he of course he worked with me in Colossal's Crazy on Catch 33. And that's pretty much how it started. That turned into, when I got the ability to stream, that turned to 5, you know, there's lots going on in hockey. So it's 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then from there, I got picked up by Keemstar. I did the Baited podcast. And I changed the format to like trending topics and like stupid internet stuff, esports. You know, I basically, I don't even consider myself a critic. I just like when stupid shit happens and laughing at it and kind of sharing it with other people. I think that's why the so-called fuckheads kind of enjoy that too. They like the stupid side of YouTube, Twitch. We've even moved into hip hop, like goofing on those folks, and you know, we're just, you know, it's probably kind of what you guys are doing. You guys are buddies, and you just want to goof on stuff and have a good time. You know, that's really what keeps it going. It's the personalities and the subject matter, and you know, kind of it's kind of lighthearted at the end of the day, even though there is some drama.
Yeah, definitely.
But the drama seems to be what sells for us. We've noticed that we try to steer away from the drama, but then you need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's good to be honest about it, but I did learn the hard way that if that's all you got to offer, then as soon as it goes away, then you don't have anything. Right. So it's got to kind of be I pick my battles a little better. I blow shit off. Somebody makes a video on me, I don't feel compelled, unless it's like something I have to straighten out, which I'll really disappoint the guy. Instead of doing a full podcast, I'll just point out, you know, so and so said A. Here's his DMs contradicting it. Have a nice day, and I'll just move on. And then the battle never really happens, and I walk away just dandy. So it's really it's really a matter like, whereas if a guy that's like a face Banks takes a swing, I'm going in on him because well I tend to swing up, but I didn't always. I swung everywhere, so now I'm just pretty much about swinging up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and but I don't really like it as much as I used to. I've done some song parodies. I've done, you know, I have a whole staff of talent and news guys that kind of scour the internet. And I like bits. I also have a channel called Shot from the Point News where we do, a group of us do, we upload videos. That's got about 5,000 subs. And yeah, I like internet culture. I dig it. And I like gaming. I like pro gaming. And that's my internet life, I suppose, and it's really not any more complicated than that.
Yeah.
You call me on a Sunday. I'm not quite awake yet because I took a nap, but usually I'm a little more. I got a little more energy. I'm kind of. I have a show at not 3 year time, and this is like the build towards, I guess, the Tommy C persona, so to speak.
Nice. So I seen a video you did about the Juggalo gang profile.
Yeah.
You want to touch base on that?
Yeah, I'm not a Juggalo fan. I kind of came up in the late 90s, and I was in my 20s. We were anti-Juggalo, fuck them, the Eminem. And it's funny, the Juggalos came up on an interview I did just last week. Strangely enough, but it was one of my favorite podcasts, to be honest with you, because it really bothered me to think, even though I'm not into the band, it really bothered me to think that somebody could lose their job as a prison guard. Somebody could lose their job being in the military. I'm ex-military. Somebody could be pulled over because they essentially have like a band t-shirt or a bumper sticker in their car, or they're trolling the shit on Facebook at work and check it out. Juggalo stuff that going on. I did that was in September, and I was really disappointed. And I have to really give a lot of props to Violent J and those guys. We're really just looking out for their fans. I was really caught up in that whole controversy, and it's a goddamn shame that didn't get straightened out, because the fact that somebody can lose their life or be kicked out of the military for their game for basically listening to an edgy band is very un-American to me. And I also started looking at it. I used to make fun of Juggalos. I was one of those guys. But I mean, look at the empire they built. Look at that, and I started looking at my own show and my own fans, and then I also started thinking, like, some of my favorite Howard Stern shows were Juggalo, with the boys were on there, and I used to listen to wrestling podcasts, and the best wrestling podcasts when Violent J and were on there. So I started realizing, like, I might not be a Juggalo, but I sure like Insane Clown Posse. They're funny fucking guys. They really turned my, and then to see that I'm not crazy about all the music. I did like the Oddities, back in '98. I love that tune.
That's a great theme song.
It's fantastic. And then, like I was talking to Real Talk, and he's talking about, like, he did a video in Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. He's a rapper. He works on my show from time to time. He's got his own shit going on, so he's not on as much as he used to. And he did a video in Kentucky, and he did it with a lot of white folks, a lot of poor white folks, and it was really eye-opening to him that they went through some of the same problems that you had, like where he grew up in Chicago. Getting harassed by the police, getting fucked with, because you're so-called white trash. And I guess I started to have a sort of a kinship with Juggalos and that way of doing thing. And then I watched some of the stuff, like, some of the, because they have to have these concerts in the middle of nowhere, and it's cool, but at the same time it's fucked up. So now I 20 years went by, and I've been pretty entertained by those guys, and I have a real I think the fans are not treated right, not only by hip hop in general, but not respected for what was built. They may not be going platinum, but they got a bunch of gold records, and that's a hell of an accomplishment. And I really like all right, we're white trash, fuck you. And I just appreciate that. I got to be honest with you. And just because a couple schmucks rob stores or some shit and call themselves Juggalos doesn't mean they're a gang.
Right.
They're not a fucking gang. I don't realize that. So it's really, now I'm almost a pro Juggalo advocate at this point in my life. So go figure. I'm totally pro Juggalo. It would be great to have one of those guys on, either or both, because they have some incredible accomplishments to be proud of, and they did it in the flying in the face of mainstream music and mainstream media. So I'm all about that.
They did it all themselves too.
Yeah, they did, man. Like, we all grew up as juggalos, you know what I mean? Like to us, like everybody was just a close knit family, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's why I fell into it so much. Everybody's got each other's back. You know what I mean? No matter if they're like a totally different kind of person, that could be like scrubby or they could be clean. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got each other's back. You know, they'll give you somebody's shirt off their back if they have.
Well, I imagine if you're poor and you're white, whether you're in prison or you're in an area like a lot of friends of mine from Delaware, we're juggalos and stuff like that. You might need. I mean, I get that. I'm not pro gang mentality, but I am understanding of a situation like, you know, at street level, you might need somebody's back. I get that. Yeah. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to front here or anything. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up pretty good in New Jersey, but I do understand that from driving a cab, you know, driving people to the methadone clinic and seeing what life was really like. I mean, I'm in my early 20s. I drove a cab, and I didn't even know like what the street was all about until I did that. You know, being kind of a privileged white kid, and and then going into the military and then meeting people that grew up that way all around. So I think I don't want to sit there and act like oh yeah, I'm one of you guys and put that whole fake act on. But I think I get it. I like to think I get it. For you know, and I don't like seeing young people. What's that?
I was looking at the screen and my face is paused at a really weird angle, and I was just trying not to laugh about it. But...
Okay. But no, I definitely I wouldn't call myself an advocate or anything, but you know, there is an underclass in America. They come in all different colors, and I definitely you know, I definitely have a lot of empathy, and I would like to see more jobs, you know, more opportunities for those people, sort of like there was at one time in this country, in our country. You know.
We got a $2 super chat. Kyle Driver. He says that his podcast is 9 episodes in. Any advice on getting more views?
I'm gonna tell everybody the same thing, and nobody likes hearing this shit. First of all, it's just luck. You know, the algorithm picks you, somebody shouts you out, what have you. But the most important thing you can do, and it's something that I did not do the first 3 years, which nobody watched, so is your best thing you can do for your YouTube channel is you know, pick up Adobe. You need the most badass thumbnails and the most badass title. And that is the key to YouTube success, because what happens is it's getting them in. Now, I'm not saying clickbait, you know, clickbait, yeah, but don't mislead, you know, get them in, and then you hold them with what you have. And that's the best way to do it. I had Comedy Shorts Gamer call me on an episode of Shot from the Point. Real surprised. We're talking now. He's a 10 million sub guy. He's a huge guy. YouTube royalty, one of the biggest guys that you can run into. You know, Deji from Comedy Shorts Gamer, Brothers KSI, an absolute legend. And I asked him flat out, is it difficult to be in your brother's shadow? And the worst words out of his mouth is, I had to hold him. In other words, my brother walked me through the door, but it doesn't mean I wasn't going to get kicked right back out it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, you got to get them in the door. So your art for your thumbnail is probably more important and your titling is much more important. When I see, you know what I do? Get rid of episode 29 on your podcast. You know what I mean? Just whatever you're talking about, make sure you talk about it at least at some point, you know, because I don't believe in misleading. I think that's wrong. You don't be putting girls with titties on there and hey, we have girls with titties in here, and hey, people show up, no titties. You're just gonna piss them off. You might get a big show that day, but that's the last one you get. You know, and you know, get them in there, make it look cool. Learn the tricks, the red arrows. I think, God, my boy Vega said there's like psychological things that get you in there. Like that's why people use red arrows, because people almost subconsciously are attracted to red arrows and stuff like that. And learn those tricks and get them in there. You know, people make fun of Keemstar's thumbnails, but they're bare base, but they have all the psychological components, the color red, arrows, big letters, stuff like that. And then there, you know, there's a couple of schools of thought, like my boy Colossus Crazy. He fucking says eyes. People looking at the eye, you have to see the eyes in the thumbnail. So I mix it up from time to time. I think it's the most important way to get noticed. And I'm not even that good at it. I really should I should take what the hell is the program? Photoshop. I probably should get Photoshop and really learn that shit. I really should start learning that shit.
That's what I do for the show.
Yeah, you gotta get good. That's that you gotta get good, get better. And I probably should take some of my own advice, come to think of it. But unfortunately, due to the nature of the platform, that is the best way to get views. And that's what I tell everybody.
What was your breakout video?
I didn't have a breakout. I had a breakout incident.
What was the incident?
Tommy NC 2010 was attacked by Keemstar. And he cut a video on him, a Twitter video, and I fired back. And we got a big exchange, big nasty exchange. And for reasons I've only been able to speculate on ever since, he invited me to do a podcast. And that was one of the biggest podcasts YouTube's ever seen. We only got through at 9 episodes before it all broke up. But I basically that's what got me through the door. That's, somebody called me the most relevant YouTuber on 30,000 subs, or the most powerful YouTuber at 30,000 subs. It gave me all sorts of connections to big YouTubers. And I know guys have 30 that, I've had 3-4 colleagues, acquaintances, whatever you want to call them, pass 1 million. So it kind of gives me an in. And even though I don't grow like you traditionally would, and I think that has more to do with live streams, because they don't promote live streams like they do regular videos on the platform. And that's another thing, just getting in the recommendeds. That's a fucking whole trick. I've managed to maintain some sense of relevance, and I'll tell you exactly how I did it. I have more big YouTubers saying I'm irrelevant each week than you can fucking shake a stick at. Yeah. When I have so many people telling me that I'm irrelevant, telling my crews they're irrelevant, telling them, and yet we can stir up so much shit with a sentence or a title or a thumbnail. I don't know if that's relevance. It's definitely not mainstream, but I'm still able, 2 years after it broke up, 2 years after being kind of cast out, blamed for the breakup, so to speak. And I'm surprised myself. Like, I can't believe I pissed off that guy. I can't believe that guy came back at me, because if I go off or expose or goof on somebody, I'm on to the next one next day, unless you respond. For the most, I just gave a secret out. That's something I promised I'd never say. But my interest just, I'm on to the next one. But if you want to fight, let's fight. That's my specialty. It really doesn't matter who you are. The only guys I try to sort of stay away from are, like Nazis and white supremacists and, really crazy motherfuckers. There's a whole culture out there, that IBS scene, that it's about destroying each other. And they're all playing like Russian roulette with YouTube. Oh, fuck that. I ain't about, Russian roulette's a stupid game. But other than that, I'll pretty much, I'll comment on about everything. There's really, that's one of the few, I'm probably, if not the only YouTuber, I'm patting myself on the back, that's pretty much not afraid to comment on anything. The only thing I won't do is I won't run a whole podcast around something that I don't want to get involved in, but I'll make cracks. There's pretty much, there's pretty much nothing I won't cover and have it. The only difference is I'm a little smarter about it than I was 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's about it.
Oh yeah, man. We got people calling us irrelevant sometimes.
Yeah.
And every time we do a show, they still get their butts hurt. So
well, yeah, sticking up for me can be dangerous. I'm gonna tell you. It draws it, like, my fan base has been uncrackable. They've never turned on me. They stick through it. I have guys going all the way back when I was doing hockey, and they made the transition, which was cool, because I didn't really like seeing the hockey fans go. That was really family-like. Yeah. But some of them, and I'm not mad at people that left, because it wasn't their bag, man. You can't force somebody to, not do something they don't want to do. Yeah. And but we still managed to do shit, and we still, as long as I'm making you laugh, people pay me very good money to make them laugh. I got a ridiculous donation this month, a private donation. It was absolutely off the chain good. And it was wonderful. So, my hits don't matter as much as, I said, I seem to be entertaining people with jobs. and they're supporting. I don't get the hits that maybe the big boys get, but I have a pretty solid podcast that has been in its current form it'll be 3 years in April. So we're just coming up on our 3-year anniversary when we made the switch, and we're still pissing people off. We're still making them laugh, and you know, it seems to keep going. I'm sure it'll end one day, but for right now, it seems to be. And we had an awesome January, which this is the worst month of the year. You know, if you're a pro, this has been an incredible month. I mean, just off the chain. I'm just so grateful. You guys wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
Since you mentioned hockey, what's your hockey team?
I'm a Ranger fan. I'm a New York Ranger fan. I grew up in New Jersey, and they didn't win the Stanley Cup for like 50 some odd years. And I was like, wow, these guys are a bunch of fucking losers. I'm a loser. I'm a fucking loser. That's my team. And they didn't let me down. They finally won one in '94 when I was 17. And I still talk about it like it happened yesterday, and it's been about 25 fucking years. you know, I still wax poetic about my junior year in high school. And that's all Devil fans say, and like Islander fans say from the New York area. They say, "Oh, you're still talking about '94?" Yes, sir, I am, because you could win 100 Stanley Cups and it wouldn't be as badass as that fucking year. That was a great year. Man. It was nothing but hockey's on Saturdays. You know, I had my regular girlfriend. I was getting regular ass, lots of booze, weed. Those were good times. I got a couple of friends who are Blackhawks fans. Yeah.
And I got one who's a Penguins fan.
Sorry about your Penguins fan, friend. Sorry about it. Hope things work out.
I'm a Wings fan all the way, man.
Yeah, you have a tough year.
Yeah, we are.
A tough year. But you know, you guys made the playoffs like 25 years straight. It's almost like you'll be back. The franchise is too big. The team is too well supported. You're gonna get that guy in the draft, and you're gonna be able to. And you guys are gonna be right back in it for the next 25 years. Yeah. So you really can't bitch if you're a Blackhawks fan. All right, this is a normal downside. It was just their turn. You know, they had so many good players over there. I mean, I really don't remember, other than when they would make the playoffs like 2 years ago. I think I don't remember a time where they weren't top of the heap or a Stanley Cup threat. This is the only time in my life. I'm 42, and this is the only time in my lifetime that the Wings aren't a threat. So I think you just ride this out, and they're probably going to give you a few more cups before you check out. You know.
Hell yeah! I missed the day Reiserman and Fedorov, and oh my god, dude, that was the shit.
It's Fedorov. I got a Fedorov jersey in the other room.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like Sergei Fedorov. Eiserman, Fedorov, Datsuk, Kronwall, Nicholas Kronwall is one of my favorite players. Yeah. I'm a huge Ranger fan, but I'm not one. I respect other players from other teams. I have favorites, and I like nasty motherfuckers like him, and I like guys that talk shit.
Yeah,
you know, like Brad Marchand. I like the guy on your team that everybody else hates. It's you love him when he's on your team. And the whole league hates him. Those are my favorite players.
Bob Probert.
Bob Probert, yeah. Look at oh man.
That guy was great, man. I love watching him.
Well, I remember Domi beat him in a fight, the first one. But Domi won more than 5'6", 5'7". He beat Bob Probert, and I think he just took him off guard. And then they had that was in that was 1992, and that was in St. Joe Louis Arena. And then they had another fight where Probert won. What are you doing in here? You can't be in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the interruption. This is yeah. But you can't be playing the arcade now. Hey, sweetheart. I'm in the middle of an interview. This is very unprofessional.
You're in the right place.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. All right. You gotta go back, little man. Thank you, sweetheart. No, I apologize for that.
That's okay.
He's allowed it in here when I'm not normally working, so this isn't the time. They didn't know, so they probably didn't know I was doing. I apologize.
We are the most unprofessional podcast on YouTube, so it's all good, man. We don't mind at all. Our kids be coming in and all kinds of shit.
I turn the phone off. I try to do the right thing, so I apologize.
That's cool.
But yeah,
can I come over and play that cabinet?
Not yet. Get this shit. Well, first of all, I'm modifying it. I'm putting I downloaded the image. It's got like 3,000 or 4,000 games.
Wow.
And what I'm doing is I'm taking these buttons out, and I got LED buttons for this. I'm taking the stick out because it's shit, and then I'm rewiring the monitor, and it'll actually make it look better than that. And I'll be able to play all three of these games and then some. and I'll basically be able to play just about any arcade game that had a stick ever invented.
Nice.
I've gotten this arcade 1-up modification, but yeah, it's really cool. I dig it.
That's the best one if you're gonna modify it right
Yeah,
now.
that's the. Oh, wait a minute, you got one too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, bro. Yeah. I just got this. I had to pay through the nose through because I live in Europe and Germany, in fact, and I had to pay 500 euros for this because they're not having the sales. I'd have a whole row of these things. I want Pac-Man, something terrible. I had this come out, and I also don't have my I don't have my. I have to order my deck protector, send it to my buddy, and then he's gonna flip the deck. I can't even touch this thing. I just can look at it. It's terrible.
I just got my deck protector.
You just got your deck protector?
Yeah, they just sent it out.
Yeah, I can't wait. But I would get it more. But I heard like the second generation, they're gonna start releasing new cabinets next month. They're gonna have deck protectors for all of them and what have you. And I hope they get them down reasonable price over here because they haven't really got them. I got this through a Swedish intermediary that has a place in Germany, so I didn't pay it, but I paid through the nose for this. And they're not like
a
all
new
over
graphic too for the top. So if you mess it up, don't worry about it. They'll send you a new one to lay over it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but I got to order in the States because the 800 number in Europe doesn't work. It's a real pain in the ass. So I'm hoping they bring. They don't have these at GameStop. They don't have these. We don't have Walmart over here. And I would have the whole row if I could. But this I want a mod. I can't wait because I did play it for a day and a little paint came off that pissed me off. So now I know I got to need a deck protector. And but it's one day on my palm right here. That's it. One day, and it was a little black here. I could live with it. The rest, and my kid doesn't seem to run it. I let my kid play. He doesn't see because he stands over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's like a dream come true. It's like it's a Walmart arcade. Yeah, whatever. It's cool. The wood is nice. It's like IKEA furniture, you know. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna run the Raspberry Pi in it.
Nice.
And you know, I got the new. It's a dream come true. I always wanted to like work on arcades and stuff like that. It's like a dream from when I was a kid. And I hope they get them more reasonably priced over here because I will line the back of the room with this stuff. Yeah. I love it. I love the way it looks. I just definitely a dream come true. Good shit.
Yeah, let me give you got enough subs. Just start doing some videos on them, and Arcade 1-Up will probably send you a couple.
Probably I could do one on the
for review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, but I don't know, man. They won't even talk to me. Like I've been trying to contact them and be like, what's the deal with Europe? Why don't you get them in Germany? What's the deal? You know, like why the Americans get, and they'll write me back on if I say something positive, but they won't write me back if I say just like what's going on? What is the problem? Is there a tax issue? Is there, you know, what's going on? And they won't write me back. So there's something up about getting these cabinets over here. Yeah. Tastemakers, the company that makes them, you know, you go to German Amazon, it's 690 euros.
Yeah.
We can't even get the one you have, you know. So I'm hoping, like, look, it's a young company. They only started less than a year ago. Maybe these things will become common. I think I think they thought more kids would be interested. They're really for middle-aged guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's our memories. It's middle-aged guys that have a little extra scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
My wife's giving me shit saying, like, don't you ever grow up? I'm like, what do you think these things are made for? These aren't made for kids. These are made for people my age.
Man toy. That's what I tell my wife. Hey, it's a man toy.
Yeah. You know? I know if I could afford one, I would try to get one.
No, it's good. Oh, some of them are down in the Walmart. Some of them are down to $70. You know what my staff does? They go down to Walmart, they take pictures of the Pac-Man machine or Galaga machine for $90, and I write back, "Fuck you," because they can't send it. It costs $1,000 or $2,000 to ship them over here. And if it was only a couple $100, then I would say ship it. But you know, think 60 pounds, and to go overseas with 60 pounds, we're talking $2-3 grand. I might as well buy a cabinet over here if that's the case. You know, so this is funny you brought this up because this is all I talk about in my private time. That's all I talk about is Arcade 1-Up. That's all I think about. That's all I said. This is where all my free time's been going. You know, I just love this thing. I absolutely love it. I really kind of got my dream set up finally, you know, thanks to YouTube and the fans. They really they spoiled me.
That's awesome.
I'm digging that wall back there. Sounds nice.
Yeah, Keemstar bought this.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
fucking prick.
And your mic too, right?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, he bought the mic. Yeah, he bought my mic, and then actually I bought it because he didn't pay me the last check. But yeah. So I this is the show sort of pays for itself and then some. Pays my bills and pays for itself. So if they stick with me, I'll keep adding on. They bought me a nice rig. Oh, I'll show you something. I know we're into this shit. I ordered this from Korea. It's a Toki. This is a Korean arcade stick. It's a little dirty right now. I'm still embarrassed about that. I should clean this shit off. But this is actually Korean style, and this is one of the best things. And this shit's made of stainless steel.
Nice.
Yeah, and I just pop in MAME on here and go to work. And I got the PlayStation 3. It had the best version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And then I'll let my kid go nuts on it. All the lights, the whole nine. This is I'm living the middle-aged gamer's dream.
Yeah. Are you gonna get Resident Evil 2?
Am I gonna get? No, I don't, because by the time I got a dirty secret. I don't like 90s games. I'm not a 90s guy. I'm an 80s and beyond. The only thing I really got into first-person shooters in the 90s, so I don't have the retro connection in Resident Evil. And I hate to say it, when I buy games now, I'm going to stream stuff that I have a show. I have a channel called Tommy C's Arcade that I think they're going to like, and it's a really tiny crowd. I only draw anywhere from 20 to 50 people. So I'm only going to run stuff they're going to like, and I'm only going to run stuff that I really dig, too. So I don't want to just stream, because in order for me to justify buying a game, it's almost got to at very least pay itself off.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just do it just to hop on the train. I want to be really into it.
Yeah.
I was iffy about, although I was wrong, Red Dead Redemption. And no, but I got more than my money's worth on that, and I love streaming and stuff like that. But I'm probably not the best. I'm more of a talk show host. I'm not a great game streamer. I think the thing is, because I can't yell in here because I have a deal with my neighbors, like I can, like a lot of YouTubers can. I remember Colossus Crazy told me, this isn't really for you, and it fucking crushed me. But I have a good time. It's really, it's a channel for the hardcore of the most hardcore fans that to hang out and game and stuff like that. And that's really when I'm streaming for games. I'm not streaming for money. I'm doing it because I love streaming, and that's what I'm about. So the talk shows are my job, and the game streaming is just for the love of streaming and gaming. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well, you guys look pretty hardcore too.
Well, we try.
Got the rocking Nintendo hat. You got the arcade one up. This is definitely my speed. Definitely my speed.
I know everybody automatically goes to the whole Tommy C's on. We got to ask him about Baited. I only want to know if you knew that the Zoe Burger thing was a total work. Were you and Colossal in on the work? Was it really a work? Let's get down to that. First of all, I look, if I do works, they're clearly satire. Okay, I've never done a work like that yet. I'm not saying I'm above it. I'm all about entertainment. If I got to do a work to entertain somebody, that's great. But I wasn't a part of that work at all. And what I think happened was it was never a work. It was a shoot that became a work, right? So it was like this. He really called her out, right? She really got pissed. It got ugly. They came in together and said, let's make this a work. And then they acted like they worked us. So I don't think it was a work to begin with, but it became a work. But I remember talking to Cloud because, me and Keem at that point, that was the last episode I was on. We're on really shaky ground at that point. I could feel it because I had just gotten yelled at for thanking Scarce for being on the show. He'd already tried to unbeknownst to me, he'd already tried to kick me out, but I knew I was on shaky ground. But I knew I could not call him out on that because that was way out of line to call her a pedophile, and throwing that word around is all types of fucked up. Somebody's doing it. I don't think just because a 15-year-old. I mean, I don't know. Who makes porn magazines? Name up exactly. I used to steal Playboys when I was a kid, right? Did that make who's the guy who ran Playboy magazine? Hugh Hefner.
All right, was he a pedophile because I was fucking looking at this goddamn Playboy magazine? I don't think so. I mean,
right?
Right.
So I was gonna actually go in on him in that one. I remember, like, because it was shaky. Like I said, I was in shaky ground when they said it was a work. It's just like, I don't know if you can even hear it, because I've never listened to the episode more than once. I just was like, oh, thank God it's a work. Thank God it's a work, because I was gonna go in on him and I didn't know how it was gonna go. But a lot of people were giving me a hard time for not calling him out. The leafy gray John was done. I had no opportunity, but little did I know that it didn't matter one way or another. My fate was already sealed. But yeah, I was generally relieved when I found out it was a work. But I do not, looking back, I don't think it was a work to start with. I don't think that was like, let me call you a pedophile publicly. Sure, you know, sure. That won't do damage to my now million sub channel and my career and my reputation. Well, I think she worked it out because he pulled the trigger too quick. That's what I think happened.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you something else. I don't think Clown would ever be a part of a work. That would, you know, he values his reputation and trust in the community, and I think that would break it. You never know. You do work like that, no one knows if you're ever telling the truth again. So,
right.
Now,
you know, Colossal's like the golden boy YouTube.
Yeah, he wants to protect that, and I don't blame him. So I don't think he'd be a part of something like that. And I'll tell you something, boys. If you think I'm bullshitting you, I ain't got any reason to lie. I have leaked so much shit in that show in the past 2 years. There is literally nothing left that I haven't said. You know,
right? That's why I was trying to stay away from it, because you pretty much said. I won't talk about it on my own show. I'm done with my fans. But as far as interviews, I'll make that exception. You guys, and like I said before, you guys can answer whatever you want. Otherwise, I get bored, and that's not a good thing for anybody. If I get bored, so you can do whatever you want. You know, I'm not easily short on words, and at any time of day. You know what I mean? So, what else you got? Hit me. Right.
Anybody?
I mean, I know that you were in a band in the 90s.
Yeah.
The couple tracks that you played are really good. Is there any way to get a hold of all them songs, or
you want the Warp Drive record? You know, I keep saying this, like, first of all, there was 3 other guys in those bands, and I talked to one of them pretty regularly. I still consider myself friends with all of them, but we're in different stages of our life. I'd have to sit all of them down, which is going to be really difficult. And, you know, I'd certainly want to monetize it. And I don't know how many hits it would get. And it's going on since 2000. We put out the first record in 2000. The band's actually, I was in the original lineup. The band was founded in 1992 and then rejuiced in 98. And we put the first record out in 2000. And I'd have to probably come up with a system, because I wouldn't feel right just uploading and collecting all the money. So I would say it's not a priority to upload that record. I have been given permission by one of the members, but for some reason it was Explode. You know, I definitely would have to split that in some way. Yeah, Knife Collection. That was our signature song. Somebody toxic wrote that in the chat. I can't really promise anything. And I have to be honest with you, just like, it broke up, and, you know, there were some bad hard feelings, but they're 20 years old now. The stuff they did after me is actually a little better. They actually got better, because I was thinking about getting married at the time, and I was going to grow up and all that other bullshit. I just ended up taking off and joining the military, as it turned out. But at the time, I wanted to get like a lame job and sit in a carrel and can I help you with your internet printer, ma'am, type shit. Yes, plug it in. Yes, that would definitely help. You can plug it in the wall. You know, that's a life I was looking at. So I did kind of break up with them on bad terms, because my fans know this. I'm all about making money through entertainment. And that motivates me. No, because I think, like, when there's money on the line, I think the quality of your content, no matter what you're doing, is going to be better, because you have an obligation, especially if you want money. If you're working towards something, I think the quality of content, because, like, when I accept money, I think to myself, I have to do the best job I possibly can. And if there's not money on the line, it's just like, yeah, let's skip practice this week. You know, the money motivates me. Even if it's $10, I'm going to treat it like it's $1 million. So I think those guys just wanted to jam, and I think I wanted to play for real. I wanted to go for it. A buddy of mine was in a band called Flipside, and they were opened up for at the time. They had opened up when we were in a band together for Linkin Park, and I wanted that. I wanted that real bad, and I think those guys were, they were starting to, just wanted to play music, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't, and I couldn't justify that to my girlfriend at the time. I had to do something in my life. I think I was too much in that teenage mindset when I was like 24 or so. 23, 24. I felt like I wasn't growing up. So, it broke up. But the albums they put out after that are actually some of my favorites. Strangely enough, some of my favorites. So I can't promise. I don't know. Next time I get on the phone with John, I'll run it by him, and I'll ask the other guys if they say upload it. Fuck, I'll upload it. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Skeletor wants to know if you think KSI beat Logan Paul in the fight, and do you think they'll have a rematch for real?
I wonder about the rematch myself. I do think you could make a case for a legitimate draw, given how Logan got gassed towards the end, legitimately. I know you definitely could have called the fight. I don't think you could call it in KSI's favor. I think you called the fight in Logan's favor or a draw. They elect a draw because, let's face it, that's money. That's it. But I do wonder about the rematch because I'm starting to think. So I go through this thing like, all right, they called the draw so they can make the rematch. Now, because they really don't have anything hammered down about the rematch, I'm really wondering if that wasn't a legit draw. Like those guys came to that decision that this is a draw. Because nobody seems to be too willing to get back in the ring.
Right.
And the thing is, like, I think Deji found out, like, if you lose a fight on YouTube, especially with all the kids, like, I think, like, if I lost a fight, my fans are still there as long as I'm making them laugh. But if I'm running my mouth and I'm 22 years old or however old these kids are, and I got my ass kicked, it's a different type of fan base. Those young fans, like, you let me down. I told everybody in school you're going to win, and you let me down. You made me look stupid, and I'm unsubbing. Click.
Yeah.
I ran my mouth. Now I look stupid. It's a little more personal because, like, these YouTube kids aren't sports fans. They play video games. They don't get you win some, you lose some. Like they take your loss. That's my loss. I lost because of you. Fuck you. Unsub.
Yep.
So I think I'm sure KSI and Logan are acutely aware of that. I'm sure that was one of the hardest things both of them ever did. Like, you get in that ring. I mean, I noticed with Logan Paul's interviews, he has a lot more respect for boxing and boxers than he did before he got out. I mean, he said all the right things. He said, I didn't prepare for it right. I didn't put enough emphasis on cardio. KSI fought a good high. Gave him a hole. He opened it up. He's a great fighter. And I liked all that shit. That was really cool. And it should be another fight. But realistically, I wouldn't be surprised in the next 4 to 5 months we find out there is no second fight. And KSI goes back and fights Weller again because he probably everybody's trying to fix shit so they guaranteed win. There's no real contest out there, But I'm all for YouTuber boxing matches. I think it was a damn shame it wasn't mentioned in the YouTube Rewind. Yeah. I think it was a real spit in the face of KSI and his family for putting that whole thing together. And the fighters, because it was a legitimate sporting event. I think the only thing that might have kept it out is some of the shenanigans that went on in the press conferences before that, which I thought were kind of low brow. I thought if they kept it pro, because they all went like YouTubers, calling out each other's mothers and shit. I don't like that. They should have just acted professionally, and I think it would have been even cooler. And I think YouTube would have been more comfortable putting in the Rewind, because what KSI did, what he's built, is to me, his magnum opus of any content. He built this boxing thing. Now you can actually put your money where your mouth is and throw down like a man. And that's cool. And I'm all for that, But I don't think I think we've probably seen the peak of that. And how YouTube is next trend, fiery night, the fuck it is,
We need a little bit of that in the Juggalo YouTube community.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It'd be cool, like, Billy and Fridge is talking about doing like a work fight, like a wrestling match, because he's been in he's went to wrestling school and stuff. I would even before that, like if some guy had some like a pro wrestling training, I would totally be before that. That'd be cool. Just some work fights,
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, pro wrestling is perfect for YouTube because it's all fake anyway, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I get this guy Captain Flannel off YouTube. He doesn't even show his face around here anymore.
Yeah, I guess you guys have enemies, from what I understand.
Well, just the one really, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna talk about his ass anymore. So
Okay. Yeah, because I got some emails. You know, I definitely got some emails.
Nice.
I got some emails, but I took in what this person said, and I looked at what was going on, and I was like, no, I think I'm okay. I appreciate the warning, but I'll be all right.
We only wonder who that could have been.
By the way, no disrespect. I don't mind people telling me if there's something fucked up about you guys, I need to know about it. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Oh no, man! I made a post a while back, like quite a few years ago. I've already talked about it on my podcast before, or on my channel even, and it was about a burqa removal challenge. It was just a stupid post, you know, a troll post.
That's the way I took it, and that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I thought it was satirical. It was edgy, maybe. You know what it reminded me of is the Nazi pug thing with Count Dankula. You know, and then I looked at your other content. I didn't see you saying any shit like that. Yeah. I think it's a stretch to say it's. I don't think it was cool, and I don't think it was terribly funny. But I don't think you meant it. That's right, pretty much what made it. I don't think you meant it.
It was more or less because at the time it was like, you know, I was learning all this about how Muslim women are treated, how they're forced to wear these burqas to like hide their face and shit by their husbands. They're being beheaded and shit like that. So it was more like a troll type deal.
Yeah, that's why I took it. That's the way I took it. I didn't think that I didn't think you meant it literally. I checked out. I saw. I was pretty sure I knew what you guys were about. You know, if you guys were like white supremacists or some shit, I wouldn't have anything to do with it.
No,
yeah. And you know what? I don't mind people email. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. You know, I'm glad they let me know. I just made a decision at the end of the day that that's not what's going on here. Either you would, you know, people fuck up, and it's the idea is like when somebody says something like racist or bigoted or something, it might be a slip. It might be just out of anger. It might not be the way they feel about something, or it might be like the Nazi pug, which is the way I took it, you know, or it might be out of you know, like trolling, like you said. You know, I think that's a big difference between that and actually, you know, hating women or what Muslim women. I mean, Muslim women got it bad enough. Right, you know, like I don't think they need, you know, people like us that were so lucky to grow up in the first world shitting on them. You know,
the first guy that sent you that, man, he tried to call me racist for that, and I'm like, do you not understand that Muslim is a religion, not a race?
Yeah. So that's you know, I'm all about edgy, and you know, another thing too is I'm all about edgy humor. I'm sorry he took it that way. I didn't see it that way. So, you know,
and trying to dig up something because we beat him at a poll.
And,
that he was supposed to win. He was rigged for him to win, and we ended up beating him at it. So he got really butthurt about it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I tell people, like, you know, you guys are kind of an upstart podcast. Drama happens at this level too. They think it only happens at the top or the mid. Right. No, nobody's making money and everybody's going at each other. I've been right. I've been at that spot, you know. So it is crazy and yeah. I took heed and I made my decision. I think I made the right decision.
We understand completely.
You guys seem all right to me, you know.
Yeah, so. Man, we're Juggalos.
I actually took Warloxide's challenge and did remove a burqa. And actually, if that's what you call it. And the lady actually looked like the guy that was writing to you not to be on the show. So I kind of just put it back on. Carried away.
All right. I guess I'm going to get another nasty email. I mean, I'm probably.
Probably. Just for going on the show, you're going to get one.
Yeah.
Or 5.
When I made that post, I did not realize that the burqa was like a full body dress. I thought it was just
he thought it was a scarf. His headdress. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
I learned a lot from people after that because I had like fucking thousands of messages coming in, dude. It went viral for a minute. So I'm like, I learned a lot about it. Like, it's not a religious symbol. It's more like a, you know, it's like a choice or something. It's a culture.
Yeah, I don't think you were out to hurt anybody. I'm sure. No, like it's and there is it's like something like that. All right. Ignorance doesn't necessarily mean racism. I mean, it just means you didn't. Ignorance means you didn't know.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not always a good excuse. But I mean, you're trying to crack a joke. People took it as the wrong way. Well, how am I going to pass judgment from you when the exact same thing has happened to me multiple times, and has stuck? Whether it was the perception is more important sometimes than how you were feeling. It's how people take it, and I know what it's like. So I mean, whatever, lesson learned.
Hell
yeah.
What would you say your biggest interview was that you've done so far? Yeah, like the one where, like, to us, honestly, the biggest interview we're having is going on right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I hope you get a bigger interview than me one day. The biggest one I ever had, well, the biggest person we ever had on. Well, some guys have actually passed him. Well, I mean, I've had Cabos. I haven't had an organized. I had a quick interview with Cabos, but that was like on a stream that I didn't keep up. Hey, buddy, this is Daddy's working right now. You know what I'm saying? Come here, say hello, and go to mommy. All right. That's not no. See, he's thinking he's thinking it's Arcade 1-Up time.
Right?
And that's not the time. Yeah. So he's mad. But I apologize again.
That's okay.
Oh no, you're good.
I've had some really big interviews, but I think the biggest one in my mind, and I think the one that got the most hits, I hate everything on. I said Star Colossal's crazy, Mumpy Jones, but the biggest one was from John Scarce, who announced that he had been out of commission because he has a serious drug problem, and he decided to say that, and he said it on my show because he knew Keanes wouldn't report it, and he was very open and honest, and he didn't want to put it on his own channel, I guess, to freak his own family out. I don't know, going on my channel that we got 80,000 hits, so somebody found out about it. But he was talking about getting addicted to something. I saw a real problem in the Army, so it kind of hit home for me. I was sitting there ready to joke around about him, and he says, I want to talk about, I got a bombshell, and he talks about this, and you can see that I'm like completely taken aback by the whole thing and not knowing really how to handle it. I got my stupid sound effects in the background, shot for the point, bitch, and pouring his fucking heart out, and people are screaming. I remember Bunty King, turn that shit off, But I think it was just like the way you see the way I went into it, and then I'm trying to be empathetic, and it goes one way, and I want him to know that I give a shit. It's that he's making me a hell of a lot of money, giving me a hell of a lot of subs, a hell of a lot of attention, and I want him to know I appreciate that, but I also want him to know that I care. That fuck all this shit. You got to take care of you. And I think it was a really dramatic. It was a really emotional and dramatic interview. That would have been my biggest. But I don't know if it's my favorite. You guys don't mind if I look at my own channel real quick.
No.
And kind of go through them because I got a whole playlist. I'm proud of my.
I've been looking at my whole channel the whole interview.
Interviews don't bring as much hits unless somebody shouts you out, and I did my best. Right. They gotta shout you out. Actually, one of my favorite interviews did not do very well. It's an up and coming YouTuber. He's almost got 1 million subs. A guy named Call Me Carson, because I really busted his balls, and it was really recent too. I really busted his balls, and he just took it. He took it really well, and because he's a funny guy. And I just you can't do that with everybody. I put him on that hand that I could fuck with him. Right. And it went really well. Another one of my favorite interviews was a hockey interview. A guy named Ryan Lampert. It was my first interview. He was in a channel called Puck Daddy. And we had a big war on Twitter, and he decided to come on my channel, and I kind of owned his face, and I didn't even mean to. I was just kind of poking him to get him on to see what would happen. But as it turned out, it got kind of hot because I caught him in some hypocrisy. I kind of caught him in some hypocrisy, and I'm proud of that one. I don't know if that has more than I'll check that out right now. I want to see how many views it has. I don't think it has that many views at all. Let's see. Calling up. Where the fuck are the views on this thing? What am I doing here? How come I? Let me refresh this because I'm dying to know. Now I'm thinking about this shit. I'm kind of dying to know. For some reason,
I know the Zap Tie one was huge before you got him. Before all that shit broke too.
I know. That's when I was really pissed. I hadn't interviewed anybody in a non-sports sense, and I think it was my first interview with that. I don't think I did a very good job. I'm not a very good interviewer. I think I'm a decent interviewee, but yeah, it was kind of huge to have him, and it's one of the reasons I stuck up for him for as long as I could in that situation. So yeah, but that's not one of my favorites. I think because what happened and what have you. The Asterios interview, the guy from the Dick Show, that was off the wall funny. Bunty King's first interview was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
The Corinne Forever show. Corinne came on and although I guess we had a falling out. Corinne was berserk. That was a berserk interview. I'm trying to think. A Gamer from Mars, because I started asking him because he's kind of a dorky guy. I love him to death. I love art, and I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for. And I just asked in the middle. So since you've been doing this YouTube thing, are you getting any pussy? And you could it was so awkward and so cringy. And he was like, I don't want to talk about that shit. His reaction was priceless. I'm surprised he still talks to me. I'll be honest with you, because it was not a good look. But so I think I'm the type of man, I will put myself in danger for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of your entertainment, and I will ask Gamer from Mars if he's getting any ass. And,
I remember that.
That was definitely a fantastic moment. Turkey Tom interview, it was good because he let me challenge him. Josh Piliot, the guy who went to prison for fucking RuneScape joke, that's a really good one. And maybe the creme de la creme. It's a cross between Ace Trainer Liam, who's a Pokemon streamer, who's actually been a host before, not as much lately. He's got his own shit going on. And then we did a thing on this guy Books and Games, who started. This is probably the best interview I've ever did. It's Keemstar's favorite episode, by the way. He even tweeted about it publicly. I shit you not. And this guy, he went. I guess he had some Pokemon community trauma, and he essentially said, "If you don't agree with me, that means you don't agree with Martin Luther King." And that grandstanding shit, it was some of the funniest shit. The only problem with the interview is I laughed so hard, so much, I kind of fucked it up, And it was an interview / show. That's the creme de la creme, is the Pokemon episode, and it kind of tied me and Ace Trainer Liam for life, because it might be the best episode we ever did. So it's like a cross between an interview with him and his drama, because I didn't know, because he's you have these guys that are in these communities. Like my community is real general. It's all over the place. It touches a lot of communities, whereas a lot of guys get locked in a wrestling community or this community and that, or Pokemon. I didn't know if it was a good idea just to bring him straight in. I didn't want it to be boring. So we did both, and it was legendary. Chubb's interview was good because he was honest, and we were coming off a war, and we ended up shaking hands at the end. That's a good one. That's my favorites. Yeah, I think but the best one we ever did, I would say, was the hysterical Pokemon drama, Ace later, and the story about Ace Trainer Liam climbing to 100K, which is in this world, 100K. So yeah, that was the best shit we ever did, hands down.
Is anybody you want on your on your show?
Is anybody what?
Is there anybody you want on the show?
Well, I'd like to get the big boys on there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting FaZe Banks. I'd like to go at it with him.
Right.
What do you think about?
I'd like to get FaZe Banks on if he had the balls to come on, which I doubt he does, because he doesn't have the balls to fight Jake Paul after he's running his fucking mouth for a year and a half. So I can't imagine he doesn't want to talk to me, because I'd hit him straight up over the head. I'm not going easy on him. Like, there are guys like I'm going to go easy on. I'm going to say like what you can talk about. But, I think there's some guys that deserve that respect and some guys don't. And he's one of the guys that don't deserve that respect. I'd like to get Zaptai back.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one.
What do you think about FaZe Rug?
FaZe who?
Rug.
I don't know. FaZe Rain?
Rug. RUG.
I mean, I'd like to have him on because they're probably bringing a lot of views. Yeah. I probably couldn't get him on because me and Banks don't like each other. But I don't. I'd rather. Who is the guy? Who is the base member that was dating that fine piece of Mexican ass? What's his name? FaZe Sensor. That's the guy I want. How do you get ass? How do you get ass? Dude, go to the gym, you fucking fatso. That's what he's gonna say. But yeah, FaZe Sensor for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I absolutely love that. I'm trying to think. Dreaming Joji, fucking Filthy Frank. That's a dream.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Everyone I want is just impossible. Joji would be off the chain because I'm really getting in his music too. I think he's a legit. He's not one of these like, I'm gonna try hip hop now. No, he's a legit musician. Legit musician. Who else do I want?
I think you and Ty Blue would have a good interview.
I don't, I'm friendly with Ty, but Ty's got so busy at school. I kind of feel bad for him because he went to college and he was doing a really good thing. I like Ty a lot. I like to see him come back to the platform and make something because he's really YouTube oriented. He knows his shit, right? But I was actually on Ty's news team for a little while, and I learned enough, and I started to get to the point satire drama show, which it didn't work, so we switched it. We got a new shot for it turned into Shot from the Point News, which I love, with all sorts of commentators they contribute, and we keep people updated, but with jokes, and I think that's we put a great episode this week. By a guy named my favorite commentator on the planet, Willie Mack show.
Yeah, Willie Mack.
Trying to think who would I really, really want more than anything. I would have said Boogie at one time, but he's so full of shit.
Really? I was just gonna ask you your opinion on Boogie lately.
Boogie's like water. He forms to the glass you pour him in. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I mean, I'm respect as a YouTuber. Nothing but respect. But yeah, Boogie is somebody I've lost a lot of respect for over the years.
What was that?
I think he low-key tries to fucking, discourage people from criticizing him. I don't think he's really good with criticism, and I think he hides behind his anxiety issue. So I'm not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I agree.
I don't know. Who would you want me to interview?
Elvis the Alien would be good.
I probably get him. The reason I didn't get him is we had a falling out for a short period of time. The drama with the Zaptai thing, and then Dave interviewed him, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. My Repsion interview. That's up there with that might be the second funniest one, and that thing got me into fucking blood sports, which I didn't want to be in. That was I didn't know it was a mistake at the time. All I did was let the guy talk about his video and laugh that the shit was going on. And I have been accused and threatened to be sued by Joe Sparkle for lying about her. And it's going on next week. It'll be 1 year since I lied about her. And I've yet to hear because she won't even give me an example.
I know your boy Dave, he's been killing it lately. It's about time though. It's about time.
He's getting big interviews. I've had Billy the Fish on my arcade channel. He's always a good interview.
Yeah, we've been working on him. He's so big. He's busy too. He's down to come on, but maybe he got a "we're racist" email. You know what I mean?
I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. I'll put a good word for you.
Thank you.
Sargon Avocado wouldn't be bad because I think I'd be a little tougher on him than most people expect. I have some criticism, but I definitely have a lot of respect for Sargon. That would be a cool one. I think Sargon wouldn't want to do my interview, but I think he'd walk away liking me. I think it'd be one of those deals. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
When is the RDR2 guy interview going to happen? Or the dude from that Italian mobster book?
Oh Jesus Christ! You guys are fans. I straight up fucked that up. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I fucked that up. So
you still talk to Jamie Pine?
Yeah. But he's like really busy right now. Not as much as I was, because he's doing a lot of programming right now. You can watch what he does on Twitch. Jamie Pine is about to become a very powerful man, I think. So he's working on something. Definitely touch him out. But I send him a donation every so often, and I make sure because I'm busy, he's busy, and I make sure I let him know what's up, and I'm still his buddy and stuff like that. Because you can drift real quick in this world, But Jamie Pine, I would, I don't trust too many YouTubers, and I trust Jamie a lot. I consider him a very close friend. Yeah. I mean, it's another thing. You got to be really careful about friends you have. It might be even better off not to have them. But I don't want to do this unless I can make friends, because that's just fucking lame, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I know one you tweet. I know the one on the show is Onision. I think be too much drama.
I don't want Onision. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he has. That guy's an empty slate. I don't think there's really much going on in his head except him. There's nothing. I mean, it would probably be cash money, but you're asking me like a personal perspective. No, I don't think I think he's a very boring person. Like, how can you say that? He's got all these kids. No, like when you really listen to him, when you see like when he bears his soul, there's really not much there.
I know.
And I did an interview with Steer, who used to be very close with him. Yeah. And he just sounds like the lamest guy on the planet. Like, he looks in books to see what's right and wrong. He's really the classic example of a sociopath. And I don't really think sociopaths have much to say. It's I want, like, I used to like to go to the Bronx Zoo when I was a kid. Yeah. And that's the way I see Onision. It's like, I don't want to go in the lion cage. I kind of want to watch it because it's interesting.
And I always got kicked out of watching Ripson's videos about him too.
Yeah, it's cool that you can get to the point where you can brand yourself, and I think that's that's probably the one thing that I haven't been able to do that I wish I could. Like, once you get to the point where you're doing games like like Poos did. Obviously, there's another one I certainly want. I wouldn't know what the fuck I'd ask him, but PewDiePie would be huge. If you get to that stage, I thought I was gonna nail that. If Beta had worked out, I think I would have nailed it. I would have got that interview eventually. I wonder if I would have anyway.
How bad is that Scarce episode that never got released? Is it as bad as everybody says it is?
Yeah, it's unlistenable.
Really?
I'll give you an idea. Me and Clown started texting each other about other shit. Oh, see this? Well, check out this meme. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
because it was just Keem trying to ruin him, and I've said this before. If they got out, they both would have been ruined.
Really?
and that's what everybody wants to hear. Then it would be good. No, it wouldn't. It was a terrible episode.
Yeah. I always wanted. That was always one that I was like, I wanted to hear. The Leafy one, I thought, like, everybody says how great it is. I'd actually, honestly, don't think it's that. I think that's the episode where you shine, though. Like, that's the one where, because you're not just in the background laughing your ass. You know what I mean?
I shine in all the bad episodes, I've been told. I think you're right. No, I don't think you're being insulted. I think it's just a fact.
Yeah, that's the one where you're like, where it's like, well, fucking Tommy's doing it on this one. Like, he's not just sitting in the back.
Guess what? Guess who prepped fucking Keemstar before here? Here's how you answer. Here's how you trap. I fucking did such a good job. Leafy called me up and said, that was a pretty good trick you pulled.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I was going to ask, like, any YouTuber that's coming up would want to know, how do you separate YouTube from family time? How do you bank that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Right, like this.
Hell yeah.
Get the fuck up and go. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Get up, go. And don't sit there and when wifey calls, listen. Because that's your job. Do your job. Do your job. Get up, go. You got no fucking excuses. I'm sure, like, I'm saying, my wife probably looking like, oh, you don't always do it, but yeah, I do make the effort. Get up, go. You got a responsibility as a man and a husband and stuff like that. And I take that deadly seriously. So, but another thing I do too is, like, I make deals with my wife. Like I didn't really give her too much prep on this, obviously, because the baby came in. But like, she respects that. But when I'm asked to do something, I'm expected to do it too. So it's a partnership, and she works with me and I work with her. And if she asks me to get up and I ain't doing shit, I could lie to her and say, oh, I'm working, or I'm not. Get up and go help her. Get up and do what the fuck you're told. That's the way I do it. But when it's my time and I'm I'm at work, you know, you got to leave me the fuck alone, and you got to let me do this, and you got to let me, because my work doesn't always sound like work. It sounds like bullshitting, but that bullshit leads to jokes, to leads to bits, to leads to subjects, you know? So like when I get that time, she respects that. Boom, there you go.
There comes a time with every YouTuber that they need to decide if this is going to be a career or it's going to just be a hobby.
This shit picks you. You don't pick
like,
it.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
This picks you. What you do is the best attitude to have if you want to make it a career, right? And I do it by the skin of my fucking teeth. And the only reason I do it from the skin of my teeth is I don't really have too many job options out there except shitty jobs. And if this ever, and that was the sacrifice I made when I decided to stay here. It's like be a dad and have a shitty job. Well, I could live with that. You know, I had shitty jobs before. Or stay here. So I make more money sitting in front of the computer, bullshitting with y'all. So I stay behind the, you know, I do this. But it happened to me. I didn't pick it. It picked me. I didn't pick it. And I think what you do is you make the best content you can possibly pull out. Do the title and the thumbnail thing, and it will pick you if it picks you. But don't make any plans. Don't ever quit your job to start YouTube. You don't need to do it, first of all, and it's not going to increase your chances.
Yeah. Chad wants to know your thoughts on Jeremy from the Quartering.
What about him? I want a little more in depth than that.
Yeah, right.
I watch his, he's definitely a news source if that's it. Anything more specific than that? Because we don't speak anymore.
Oh yeah.
Maybe give me something any more. Drink Faygo every day. I drank Faygo before it was a thing. You know.
Yeah,
now I know. Yeah, because like it was a cheap shit. You had like if you had a big picnic or something, you got the Faygo. It's not that bad, to be honest with you.
The shit is good, man.
It's sweet as hell, you know. And it's nice on a summer day. You know, you got the watermelon, the Faygo, and you know somebody's got the grill going. It's not a bad weekend.
Right.
Sunny day, you know, it's a good day. That's the thing. I missed out on the whole. You know, through my elitism as a younger person, you know, I thumbed my nose up at Juggalos and stuff like that. I wish I hadn't have done that because I think I would have made. I think I would have made some good. Now that I know more about the Juggalo culture, I think I would have made some cool friends. You know what I mean?
I wish I had. Now I'm stuck being a Juggalo YouTuber with no
sub. Yeah. Well, you guys can do what you want to do.
I'm trying to get them Backstreet Boy subs.
Yeah, that's they broke up, man. That just let them know that's over too. You know?
Way to break my heart.
Yeah, sorry about that. You're better off talking about Twitch thoughts. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah, you better off talking about Twitch.
So does that soundproofing? Does that keep sound out of the room, or?
Supposed to keep it in. It doesn't do that great a job. Now it's just a decoration at this point.
You got a spare piece that I can wrap around my wife so she could shut her mouth when I'm talking live?
I think some pills and a pillow would take care of that. You don't need this shit.
Yeah, now that you know more about Juggalos, would you ever go to a gathering?
Now I would. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Like I wouldn't have known I wouldn't have been in danger like 20 years ago. Yeah. But for sure, I wouldn't even hesitate because I got a much better idea what it's about now. You know, I would definitely. That's something definitely. Hey, that's another thing about them. They're great. Maybe they're not the best rhymers in the world, but they're sure fucking showmen. They're electric. Yeah. Those guys are electric on stage.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm surprised they never broke up. I'm surprised they never. I can't believe so many years have went by, and they've managed to keep it together. They've kept the community together. They've kept their band together. It's really amazing. That would be a huge interview. That's something I would really like because I really like to talk. Because you know what, you don't have to talk with them because they're funny, and you just let them. You ask them a question, you let them go. Yeah. You know, you let them go, and you're going to be on the floor because they could have been comedians. Those two guys, they really could have been. I mean, they had that show a couple years ago where they're reviewing movies and shit, and Greg Valentine sitting right next to him for no apparent reason. I forget what show that was called.
ICP Theater.
Yeah. I miss that show.
Yeah, that was ICP Theater. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a real good show. They seem to be. I mean, they're not the Beatles, you know, but they have something that's endearing, you know, and they definitely have something special that wouldn't have lasted this long. You know, I'd rather have what they have than be like Michael Jackson famous. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson dead and a pedophile, And those guys are still part. Did you see that shit when he tried to drop kick Fred Durst recently?
Oh yeah.
He was doing it because that's Juggalo shit, man. He wasn't trying. They're friends and shit, so he wasn't trying to hurt him. He was just doing it to make the scene. You know what I mean?
He just
always gonna do it, and then he didn't want to bitch out, so he did it.
Somebody caught him. I thought so it wasn't any kind of like beef or anything like that.
Right.
Nah, he was just clowning around.
Yeah,
but now one of the Juggalos we know tried to drop kick Shaggy when he was coming out of the store.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how did that go?
Not well.
Yeah.
I think the bit is to miss. So.
Yeah.
Who was it? I didn't know who it was. I just seen a video.
That was Little Jump Shot who did that.
That's right, Shaggy Tudo, not Violent. Yeah. Shaggy Tudo. He's a skinny guy. Although they're both skinny now.
They're both skinny now.
Yeah, both skinny now. That's it. Let me ask you guys a question. It's like, what was the song that everybody kind of memes on? I think it was
Miracles.
Dreams or something. Miracles. Yeah. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel when people make fun of that song? Because I got to be honest, that's a very funny song. Do you guys take it personal, or you just go along with it?
Not us, but a lot of people do get very angry about it. They're like, "Oh, that's all you know about ICP because of Miracles." It's like, well,
it's some funny shit. Miracles.
The only thing I take personal is I can see Warloxide's green screen. That bugs the shit out of me. Anything else, I don't care.
Sorry about that, yo.
Yeah, no. So they have. All right. So that's another thing I noticed when I was watching. I think it was it was a Libertarian magazine, and they were going over like issues with Juggalos and stuff like that. And I realized that they're really just working class people. They're working mostly. They're not always white, but they're mostly working class white people. And those are my people. So I always thought there were just these grungy trailer park guys, maybe even dangerous. And it's just not the case, and it's just so tragic. It's so tragic that, if you're working, a working class job, like a cop or something like that, and they could strip your whole life away because you got a CD in your car. I can't imagine. I don't like that. That's got to go. And it really angers me. I'm glad you guys caught that show, because I really had hopes for that. I was hoping somebody either big in that community or Jay or Shaggy saw that themselves, because I really meant that shit. I was so disappointed when it didn't work out with them. I cannot believe the FBI stuck by that bullshit. There's a couple gangs look what is a gang out there calling themselves the Godfathers? We can't watch a Godfather no more. We can't put it in our car, otherwise we can be pulled. That's a national gang now. I mean, come on. Man.
Yeah.
That would be like making my father a gang or a mobster for listening to Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, exactly. That's insane. And because I remember Violent J was when he was on the FBI gangs list, he was like fucking badass, but he didn't realize how bad it was, and they gave a fuck. They tried to go out there and fight it. They're not an organized crime. Now there's some cats in trailer parks, ripping people off, calling themselves Juggalos, but shit, they could have called themselves anything, just happened to be Juggalos.
They could have called themselves Bieber believers.
Yeah, I wish they had. I think you should be in jail if you listen to that shit. So, but it's crazy. It's funny how I've Juggalo drama alert. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. Juggalo drama alert. Yeah, because I figure your community's got mad drama going on, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's gotta be funny. Yeah. Has there ever been a split in the fan base? There's two factions. I imagine there would have been.
Oh yeah. That's going on right now.
Yeah. Wow,
with Twisted and ICP, because Twisted started their own label, so now you got a split.
No kidding. And what are the other bands in that community? I used to listen to a group called their big song was Bump. What the fuck? Cottonmouth Kings. Are they in that fucking whole sphere of Juggalos? The Cottonmouth Kings?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I had a sergeant in the army that was really into now.
The Juggalos they embrace a lot of groups, and it helps them in the underground music scene. So Cottonmouth Kings and Tech Nine,
Tech Nine, a
lot of the people were helped by like Tech 9 was good on his own, but you know,
yeah.
Juggalos helped a lot.
Yeah.
And Cottonmouth Kings, they definitely helped them out. Bone Thugs and Harmony, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I gotcha. So, you think that the Juggalos? I tend to think they think they're a little more accepted. They're never going to be mainstream hip hop, but you think they have a little more respect? Because like Real Talk gives them a lot more respect than he did at one time. He was kind of like me. Well, fuck them. They're weird, you know. And now it's like, man, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and that's like the ultimate dream of an artist.
Yeah,
is to be able to do whatever you want. Yeah, and then I guess you get older and like, man, I'd rather be doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, they're still making good money. They're still having fun. You know, they're still doing the thing. You know, I mean, they still have die-hard fans that are just, most, guys our age, 30s and 40s, they've been listening to them since they were teenagers. They didn't go anywhere. That's impressive. You can't say that about too many big groups. There's nothing, they're not going to be playing Vegas anytime soon, but maybe they will. That would be fucking funny. We're all in our 50s and 60s and shit. Like going to CICP and they got their wheelchair up there.
They played Vegas last year in February for Juggalo Day weekend. They were in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a damn shame. They got to go out in the woods to have a concert. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, man, because a lot of people don't, like, they hear the gang affiliation shit and they don't want nothing to do with it, so they won't.
Of course. And they survived that. I mean, I have definitely a much better opinion of Juggalos than I did, and I think the reason I didn't is because I was just ignorant to the whole scene. I was really just kind of stupid, but I'm human, so what can you do?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, like I said, I've been a fan. Well, probably not when you were doing the hockey as much. I came on. I found out through Baited. That's how.
Yeah. Well, that's what most people found out. That doesn't offend me at all. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but and then when you did that episode, I was like, shit, he's giving us props. That's awesome. Like, I really enjoyed that episode.
I got sucked into that story. I came at a crossroads. That when I did that, I'm like, that was like. I was really into that story. Reason Magazine, that's where I found it. I got sucked into that story, and I was always going through a kind of crisis shot for the point because I felt like I had to cover every fucking Jake Paul thing in order to survive. And I really resented this because if I make cracks about covering Jake Paul, but if you really look at my not so much the news show, but the podcast, I do very, very, very little Jake Paul. Very little Jake Paul. And I felt like I was being kind of like roped into that world. And I did this episode. I mean, I practically had a breakdown on air over this shit with KSI and Sky Does Minecraft, two guys I don't fucking know. I mean, I know Adam a little bit now. And I was just like, why am I so emotionally invested? I don't even fucking care. I care about Adam, but I mean, this is some stupid shit. And they're bringing their kids and their wives, and this is fucked up. And I don't want to do this. And it led to, I'm reading this Juggalo shit. Why don't I talk about it? This is something I care about. So, I did the Juggalo thing, and then I wrote an Onision song. And I really should I probably should have another Nervous Breakdown on the air because that was, I had a real creative burst after that, But now, I guess with the video, I'm kind of just tied up into my routine again. Yeah, I got to break that routine. Come to think of it, I got to make a song or something. I'm gonna write something yet because that's what I'm happy.
Rice Gum song was good.
You like that?
Yeah,
I haven't done a song in a while. But that thing is, that shit just hit me. Like I can write this. I'm gonna do the rice. I did that live too. You know that? I had to do 2 takes. And I got the second take okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was proud of that shit. You lady boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the rice cups. Yeah, so I started doing stuff like that. Maybe I gotta jump stuff to creativity. My last news video, I'm pretty proud of that. On SFTP News. And also, for the people in here might be new, I also have SFTP Rewind. That wraps up, and we have a guy that actually takes the whole podcast and wraps it up in like anywhere from 5 to 7 minute episode. You can get the whole thing rewind within the next like 12 hours or so, after the podcast. He's really good. His guy's name goes by the name is Comrade. So we don't have a lot of subs. We only have like 600 subs on it. But if you want to get up to date, and there's like graphics and the really funny shit, and even use my green screen to edit me into stuff. This guy does a fantastic job. He's super funny, and he compacts the whole episode into one. And that's SFTP Rewind. Definitely, I want to encourage more people to check it out. So I think I'm going to start selling the shit out of that. All right, boys. They do my job because I do have to get prepped for my next show.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on for sure.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know that you got a nice little email before you came on.
Don't go too crazy. You know what the funny thing is, I promised myself I wouldn't say anything. But
That's all right.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. It's like because I didn't want to bring any drama his way because I don't have a problem with people letting me know.
He deserves it.
I was probably fucked either way.
You're gonna for coming on our show. You're gonna definitely lose subs now.
Yeah. Yo, and thanks for teaching me that I'm a sociopath and that making good graphics and having tits on your show that it's supposed to work. It's not working for me. I fucking suck at YouTubing, ladies and gentlemen, and I need to fucking quit.
No, you don't. You gotta keep putting out content so you get picked up, and then you can tell everybody to fuck off. That's the trick. Yeah. And then you gotta backstab your friends because that works too.
Oh yeah, fuck these guys.
There's trails of blood behind every big YouTuber.
I leave trails of blood behind everything, even in real life.
All right, bro. I'd be happy to go. I'm glad this went way better than I'd hoped. I didn't know it was going in, but I'd be happy to work with you guys again. No problem.
I'd love to talk to you more, but I got some burkers I need to go remove.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say you guys are not racist. That's crazy, and I wouldn't be involved with legit racists, man. That's not what I'm about. You're just juggalos, and you're doing podcasting thing, man. And we're very lucky to have the opportunity to do something like that. When I was a kid, you were in radio or you were not. Now you can start from the ground up, and the best thing to do is not think about money. Is just, like I said, put out the best content possible, and hope shit rolls your way.
Oh yeah,
it's all about the money, fab.
All right, it's nice meeting you all.
We're gonna say whoop whoop now. If you don't want to lose that Adidas sweater, you got to say whoop whoop back. Okay, whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop! All right, that's a pun, Adidas. I picked this up in Ireland, actually.
That's awesome. Thanks again, brother. We appreciate it.
No
yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Yes, we do.
Thanks again. I had a great time. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
As soon as I come in, this motherfucker, they leave. What the fuck is going on?
Man.
What up?
How's it going, man?
It's going. My eyes are a little. I was up till like almost 5 in the morning playing Resident Evil 2.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Resident Evil 2. I know.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I hosted a show last night, fam.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Where at?
Here in Tucson.
Nice.
Who was it?
Huh?
Who'd you host for?
So there's this dude out here. He calls himself Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
But he was like the main one. And then there's this chick, Lizzie Page.
Yeah.
She's hot as fuck. And but she was playing there and stuff. So, And then a couple other cats.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And it was in so there's this fucking like CBD, there's this like big ass dispensary out here.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like this section that they fucking section off or whatever, because I don't know, I guess the way the building is that they got. So they do shows there and shit, and they were doing like, it's crazy because it's all hot box like a motherfucker up in that bitch.
I bet.
Oh my god, I kept having to walk outside because it was just so fucking much. I was like, but it was dope.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
So did you beat Resident Evil 2 with one character and now playing it through with a second one already?
Nah, I'm still playing as Leon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I played with Doom with it, and it was really good.
Hell yeah. Hey, so like all them threats you guys are getting, man. Hell yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah. You like that? And we found out that he's emailing our guests too now before they come on.
Is he?
No, that was me. That was actually me that emailed him.
Yeah, he's emailing him, saying shit.
Yeah.
Well, check this shit out. Why do you think I started doing the I'm not telling you who the guest is until they come on the motherfucker? You know what I mean?
That's a good idea, man.
Like, they're just like, because by that time, you can't email shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucked. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Get off his show right now, please. They're not checking their email until the fucking show's over. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I was just too lazy to read what you did, Warloxide, so.
Just the burqa removal challenge, that's all.
Yeah, I saw you had guys shared that dude. You shared like one of his videos or something.
Yeah.
And so I was checking it out a little bit last night, and I was like, I liked his setup. I was like, yo, I should change my fucking background to be something like that. Like my live background or whatever. I like that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
So, you know.
Oh man. So you ain't out celebrating or praising Jesus today on Sunday?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, fam. That's exactly my shit, fam.
Hell yeah.
Oh fucking did you guys get any emails or messages from Replicon yet?
We got a message.
We got the message saying we won.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So it is official.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
But
That's
they still
fucking dope.
suspect foul play.
Of course they fucking do.
Like,
Of course they do. Because fucking Chuck didn't win.
That's why Chuck's so pissed off and trying to bring shit up from I already talked about on my fucking show before, man. Like trying to bring up that burqa removal channel. I've already said all that. He ain't bringing up nothing new. You know what I mean? He's trying to call me racist because of something against Muslim or some shit. And I'm like, Muslim is not a race, motherfucker. Learn your shit before you come out.
Dude, that is some of the most typical SJW shit. Like, you're racist because that's like saying you're racist because you don't like pagans or something, or Wiccans. Or some weird shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like, no, motherfucker, like that's not a race. That's a religious practice.
Yeah, there's Muslim of every color.
Now, if you said you don't like Middle Easterns because that's where Muslim stuff is predominant, you know what I mean? If you were like, I don't like Middle Easterns, then that's another fucking story. Then that's racist. You know, if you're calling people towel heads and sand N-words, you know what I mean? Then there you go.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'll call people that, but I'm CPN. I just don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I'll call you a cracker too. I say all the words, fam.
I say all the words.
I remember there was this dude at this old job I used to work at, and he came into our office one time, and I for some reason always thought he was Mexican. You know what I mean? Just naturally. And he was talking to us and shit, and he ended up like telling us he's Middle Eastern, and I was like, wait, what? You're Middle Eastern? And he's like, yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. And I looked, and I was like, oh, my God, I see it now. For the longest time, I thought you were a wetback, but you're a fucking sand nigga. And everyone in the office went, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, yeah, get fucked, nigga. And his eyes just was like, are you serious? Did you just say that to me? I was like, yeah, you gonna take me to HR? And he just laughs. He's like, nah, dude, if it was anyone else, maybe, but you get away with it that one time. And I was like, all right.
Oh man.
He does some shit with GameStop now, like, and he got like he manages a GameStop store, and I'm trying to convince him to hook me up with E3 tickets.
Yeah.
I'm starting a Facebook page called Push Wiccans in a Witch's Cauldron, if anyone wants to join.
Oh, shit. Sacrifice virgin Wiccans, fam.
Oh, hell yeah. That's great.
Yeah, they found it peculiar that we jumped 400 votes in that time, even though you pushed it on our show.
Yeah, we owe you a motherfucking big thanks, man. We really appreciate you doing that shit for us.
Bro, you know how you guys jumped? Because I came on the show and I just I was pushed because I was talking to Max. Like, it's not just me. I called Maximum and I was like, yo, do you see the shit with Chuck on Replicon? And he's like, yeah, I already fucking Warloxide already fucking hit me up about it. And I said, okay. So we got to push them hard, bro. So, and obviously, like, Maximum knows a fuck ton of people at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, let's just say we hit up a few other people. You know what I'm saying? Of names I won't drop right now. Maybe I'll tell you in private or whatever. But, you know, we were hitting up people like mad, bro. Like, yo, vote for them because of this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was pushing on my social media, and then like I ended up getting like 50, 60 shares within the fucking hour, telling people, yo, share this, tell motherfuckers to go vote for Tales from the Lotus podcast. You know, sending messages, doing the whole thing. And then I came out on the show and I was like, yo, not only vote for them, like, because that's pretty much a vote for me at this point because it's my endorsement. But even if you don't care about that, it's a big fuck you to Chuck if you vote for them. So, you know, that's your ability to send the middle finger his way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it was because of my rap song. That's what pushed us over.
That too, you know. I mean, but y'all, you know, you don't understand. You can't fight the power of Chuck's network, fam. You know.
No, he's sitting there trying to fucking say that, oh, you gotta jump 400 within an hour, and like he jumped fucking 200 votes within 5 fucking minutes.
I know.
Like that's crazy.
He jumped from fucking 4th to 1st within a few fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Like, now you gotta think about it like this too. Within the hour makes fucking sense. Within 5 minutes doesn't. That's because you're literally trying to say that all the people you sent emails to all check their shit within 5 minutes of each other and fucking boom.
Right.
Fucking pounced. He didn't. He's less relevant right now when it comes to people than he was last year when he was going against me and they couldn't get it done last year. How the fuck they gonna get it done this year? You know what I mean?
I know.
Yep. And that's why he's still bringing up. That's why he brought up that fucking book removal challenge shit, because motherfuckers still butthurt over that fucking Replicon shit. He even posted it and said Replicon should disqualify you guys for being racist or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking serious? You dumb motherfucker. Like,
but I mean, like, we weren't even gonna like talk about that shit today because of, you know, the fact that we had a pretty big guest on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides you, CPN, of course.
Right.
We didn't even want to talk about it.
I hosted a show last night. I'm part of the fucking elite now, fam.
Yes.
But I mean, now that it's out in the open that he's actually emailing guests that we're trying to get on and shit and try to deter him from coming on, now it's even more fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
We need to all put him on blast, yo. Like
I really like when he has a guest on his show. Do any of us 3, 4 go to his channel and be like, don't come on his show? No, we've never fucking done that shit. That is just fucking petty, bro.
That's playing dirty. Little
for the most part, every time he has a guest on the show, the majority of people are wondering who the fuck is this person. You know what I mean? And second of all, not enough people watch his show to even care. You know, and third, we're not a bunch of salty bitches trying to stop everybody else from doing their shit.
Oh no!
Like,
hold on, CPN. This is the part of the show where we try to find out what kind of chore Josh is doing today. So, Josh, what chore are you doing today?
Laundry. Litter boxes.
Let's all try to guess. What, litter box?
That's what he said.
Damn, those are some big clumps.
Kyle Driver, mineral oil. Submerged PCs are dope with the $2 super chat.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on that shit. Fuck that mineral.
What is that?
So there's this fucking shit now. Like, okay, it's like water cooling to the next fucking level. There's a case you can get and fill it with this type of fucking like this mineral oil shit, and your whole fucking PC goes in it.
submerged. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it runs through it or whatever, but it's mineral oil. And like it's beyond fucking water cooling, you know what I mean? The problem is with it is like you're not just opening up your PC and doing repairs if you need to fucking do shit, you know what I mean? There's a whole process then to get your PC out that shit, you know what I mean? And so like
it's not easily modded.
I'm good. I'll just have my water cooler fucking, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. By the way, I think because though, guys, and I know this almost broke up Tales from the Lotus podcast, you know what I mean? But I think I'm gonna keep the trophy at my house. You know what I'm saying? Just put it out there for you guys. I think I
get the certificate.
Yeah, you can get the certificate, but I'm gonna get the trophy, because I endorsed you guys so hard. You know, you owe me the trophy.
I think it's just the two of us.
Damn, did everyone just like drop the fuck off? What the fuck is going on?
That shit just pissed me off so bad I had to just stop talking. Like, no, you ain't getting the trophy, fam.
No. I'm getting the trophy. You want to be, fam? You want to go? You want to go right now?
Yeah, fam.
All right. You know what time it is? It's hands 30, fam.
Hands 05.
Oh shit.
So everybody knows at this point that it was a work, and we're not just saying it's a work to pretend it was actually a work.
Yeah, it was all a work.
Yeah, I called. Okay, so I didn't get to watch the show that day, but then some people hit me up. They're like, "Bro, they're fighting and blah blah blah," and I was like, "No, they're not." Like I didn't even see it. I was just like, "No, they're not. No, they're no, fuck that." Because if they actually are fighting, then I won't make the Chuck Reeves threats. I'll just go good on Chuck Reeves threats. Like I'll show up on all of y'all and just like, you motherfuckers. Like, I know you ain't fighting over this. And I just don't. I refuse to believe y'all are that dumb and petty. So I was just like, yeah, nah, that
right.
Oh yeah.
We had everybody hitting us up crazy and everything. Like, so we must have did as good as you and Crazy did when y'all did it.
I had to ignore people because I don't like to lie. I don't want to lie to nobody, so I'm just like, I can't even fucking answer these motherfuckers right now. It was hard enough beating around the bush with Max. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when Max started calling us, then it started to get a little hard. Like, I just want to tell him, but I can't tell him. Oh, God.
Right.
He was for real concerned. He was like, man, you guys, he's like, you can't really, like, you can't just be upset over this shit. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it, but it is fucked up. Like,
Crazy says you can't be upset over a dollar store fucking trophy, man.
I know, right? Dude, like for real. Like the only people that are allowed to be upset over dollar store trophies have red beards, fam. That's it. You know what I mean? Anyone else getting mad is, you know.
That's awesome, dude.
Damn, Skeletor is going hard on me right now in the fucking chat room. God damn. So I found out this. I found out my niche for hosting too, because when I got introduced, it was like straight out of his mom's basement, you know, blah blah blah, and then I show up like, yo. So I came out of the basement, y'all, for a little bit, you know. And like was doing the whole thing. I'm 35. I'm still a virgin, but anyway, and like we're doing that whole thing. But there was this chick, Lizzie Page, and she was hot as fuck, right? And I'm like, yo, so Lizzie Page is coming up, and yo, girl, like I start following her on Instagram. Man, my mom's basement's about to be lit tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was just doing that whole thing, and I was like, "Hey, girl, are you taking? I'll give you a tour of the basement. I'll show you my Mortal Kombat moves. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Chad wants me to fight him for the trophy.
My wife says that's cheating.
That's bullshit,
right?
My question, you know what? Like all this hate in the world. You know, and I wish my wife and my girlfriends would just get along. You know what I'm saying? Like, Why all this hatred, fam? It's like, come on, don't be mad at each other. You have all one thing in common. Me.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to spread the disappointment.
Right, exactly. It's like, hey, instead of you being the only one unsatisfied, let's get some more unsatisfaction in this bitch.
Oh yeah. So,
man, I'm telling you though, like this shit Maximum got coming up.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can agree.
Like, oh, do you know about it, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I spoke to him. Yeah, he called me yesterday.
Okay. So with that, oh my God, look, you just got to think about this. If motherfuckers right now are crying, if Chuck and the team are crying over a wooden little dinosaur trophy, they're gonna kill themselves, fam, over this thing.
yeah.
Fucking Chuck Reeves, Dom Pell, and the rest of them saying Max ain't gonna do shit. His music's going nowhere. You'll never get any blah 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 blah, dude. And when it's finally done and ready to be released, guess who gets to premiere it?
You.
Yeah. I cannot fucking wait, Doug. Oh, and you want to know something else? Maybe Brooklyn knows about this. Like, Warloxide, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, check this out. This is something you guys might not know because I found this out yesterday afternoon. This is going to be done live in studio.
Live.
Like, in other words.
Oh, yeah. I know.
In other words, he's not sending shit and then just getting shit back. They're all going in the studio together.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, that fucking wow, bro. Like,
yeah,
dude,
it's insane, dude.
Good fucking job. And of course, he tells me, dude, you need to get your ass out here, bro. Like, and so like,
Max, Juggalos loves you.
Hopefully, I'll be in studio with a little bit of video. You know what I mean, for that ass of just a little bit of the process. You know what I mean?
It'll be hard, yo, because
you have a pretty good camera too.
Oh yeah,
you do have a pretty good camera. You have a better camera than I do. Let me get your camera.
Yeah, you need to tell me when you're doing some big interviews when we're at the same place at the same time too. I would have definitely videoed that interview you did at the gathering.
You can get Brooklyn out there.
Right. Well, I don't know if I would have been able to get you back there though.
I know. There was who the fuck is this guy?
I mean, let me put it to you this way. Me getting back there, like, okay, look, I was telling people this story yesterday at the show. I'm just gonna come clean with it. None of that was set up in advance. I had to find a way to ninja that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't get that interview set up in advance. Nothing. Literally, from the time me and him did the interview to the time he agreed to it was like 10 minutes.
Damn. That's so dope.
Straight the fuck up. Like, I didn't know I was getting that interview until he said, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. Come back here, man. Let's go. I was like, oh shit.
That's dope.
But yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? I got it done. But
hell yeah.
Oh man. I remember
$2 super chat. Juggalos loves you. Whoop whoop. Sorry to interrupt.
Maximum Overload with that $2 super chat. Juggalos loves you. KJ Riddle with that $2 super chat.
Just spill the beans. Why so secretive? Oh,
because listen, KJ,
it's worth the secret.
Listen, KJ, trust me. Trust me when I say it'll. Okay, you know how ICP
has to be secret.
Talks about they don't hang out with people before the show because that whole them hitting the stage and you've seen them then is like it's kind of like that. Listen, dog, you're gonna enjoy the fact that we're not telling you what's going on because when it comes out, like jaws will drop. eyes pop out of their fucking heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to put your business out there, Max, like that, but I'm telling you, I was talking to him yesterday about it, and he just got off the phone with certain ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro, he was giddy like a schoolgirl, fam.
I bet.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, yeah.
He deserves it though, man. So we're gonna make it happen.
Hell yeah.
It's happening.
Shout out to Tommy C for coming on the show. Appreciate that shit.
Tommy C all day, fam. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I would have like that was pretty dope, bro. That was pretty dope. You guys have been getting some people, fam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, and I could definitely tell he's from my neck of the woods. But
yeah, he's from Jersey.
When I wanted to start, I wanted to talk about where I'm from. Probably kind of had some stories off of that, but I don't really know who he is.
I definitely want to have him on again. Like I said, I've been a fan for years. Just happened to ask him, and he's just like, "Yeah, send me a message." Shit. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out his shit.
Yeah, dude.
I tried to get MK on my show, but he wasn't having that.
Oh shit.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. He was like cool at first, and then he's like, "Yeah, what's your channel, man?" And I sent him the channel. And
yeah,
we
had that too with Master Ace. Like his manager was like, "Let me see a link to your channel, and we'll see about getting Master Ace on your show." And then I sent him the link, and then we haven't heard back.
The life of getting podcast guests. I still got to finish putting this fucking Big Nick video together today.
Yeah, that was one we were trying to, and he was down, it's unfortunate as fuck. Like he was down. Yeah, oh, come on. You know what I mean? And you take that shit for fucking granted, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause he was like, yeah, I'll come on, you guys, just whenever. Then,
I didn't know Big Nick that well, but
I didn't either. Like that's why,
he's a real nice guy.
Yeah, I've seen videos of him, and he'd come in the chat and show us love all the time. But I didn't know him like you and Crazy and everybody else knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like y'all don't understand. Like, man, bro, like I was going through my Facebook Messenger because that dude would send me full conversations. Like in audio, like the little audio thing, like I'd get like 10 of them. You know what I mean? Like of him just like talking, and then I'd send like 1 or 2 responses back. And fuck, I was just listening to him the other day. Like fucking shit, man! I can't believe this dude's gone, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It fucks with me, man. I've had one other dude. He didn't make YouTube videos, but he was down and fucked with the channel I used to talk to all the time. And then I kind of just stopped hearing from him. And one day I was like, hey, I wonder what happened to dude. And I went to his fucking profile. Like I wrote him a message and never got anything back. And I went to his profile to see what was up with him. And I just saw all this RIP shit from like months back. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Wow. Yo, man, we at 2:00 our time, Eastern time, Carnival Spirits is premiering fucking Juggalo, Jedi Council, and Friends Remember Big Nick. It's like a multi-Juggalo video.
I remember Beastmaster saying something about him dropping that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They had some issues with it uploading yesterday. It was supposed to be ready at 7, then 8. So it should be up today.
Oh yeah.
Because it's massive, and I feel terrible that I wasn't around to even just throw something together for it. Because I definitely know who Big Nick was. I've spoken to him in the Discord, and I used to follow all his videos and shit like that.
Yeah, but I didn't know him like these guys do. But it's still, it's still like dude was a young dude, like so it's still
really young. Yeah,
it still hits me when one of our family passes on like that. You know what I'm saying?
Whoop whoop, Katie Riddle, huh?
Hell yeah, with 2 more of them, just cause.
Max, with that $2 super chat, text message.
I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to ask y'all to stop getting the podcast bigger because you're taking all my super chats away, fam.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those super chats belong to me.
That's dope.
We definitely had our biggest guest today, though, for sure. CPN was it, but Tommy C beat you, fam.
Damn, I got beat, fam.
But you had Tall Jess, motherfucker.
I did have Tall Jess, so you know.
Yo, CPN, did you watch the episode that Jinzo was on that Killer Mike show?
No, I haven't yet.
He's on 2 episodes.
Oh, he's on 2? Is it 5 and 6?
One where they formed a band where they took people from all different walks of life, and
that's the one I watched.
Killer Mike did not want any of them to pull any punches, just be who you are, and he puts this super group together. And then he was also on with another Juggalo where Killer Mike wants to form his own society, so he buys a plot of land in Georgia with a house, and they form their own like laws.
Oh shit, I gotta watch that one because I watched the talent show one, but I didn't watch the other one.
So Jinzo was on that one with another Juggalo.
Jinzo's a cool dude, man.
Oh yeah,
he's really cool.
I notice he uses on that show, like he'll use a lot of people that you see in some of the earlier episodes. They'll show up in the later ones, like the dude that was in the meeting that was complaining when they were doing the Crip Cola. So he's one of the guys that was in the soup group and also brought him into that community that he created. Yeah, that show's cool, man. I went through all those episodes real fast.
Yeah, I got to see the other one he's in because I was like, he only said like 7 or 8 words in the one I watched. I was like, man, I thought he got more shine than that.
Oh,
yeah, they don't really, even in the other one, they don't really say much, but they're there.
That's cool that he was on though, man. Like, of course we had to get the sloppy seconds from our man CPN like we do. That's what we're accused of. We recycle your content, fam. Because if you have somebody on your show, it's illegal for us to ask them to come on ours. You know what I mean? That can't happen.
Is it
apparently
really?
so?
What are you talking about?
Man.
Oh, he said that he told us that we recycle CPN's content. You know how he had Jinzo on, so did we. So we're recycling.
Kyle Driver, did you guys call Kyle Driver's $2 super chat? Carnival Spirits, the big Nick video.
Yeah, we already caught. Yep.
All right. I just seen a shout out that Max sent me. That man, I don't know if I'm even supposed to share it on here or not. But did you see it, CPN?
He sent it to me. I haven't had a chance to actually see it yet.
Oh man, you gotta watch that shit.
I just didn't play it because I didn't want the audio to come over the show. I didn't know what it was.
It's no music or nothing. We could probably play it over. Yeah, fuck it.
He said, "Fuck it."
Well, fuck it.
All right, here we go.
Just one.
It's BG. At the Rooster Show.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I have this curse where every time I'm on a tour, I either get kicked off of it for being a psychopath, or some bad shit happens where I miss Worcester. I had to fucking miss Worcester to film the Ghost video. And I love the Ghost video, but I was seriously pissed that I didn't get to see the Worcester show. Because that's what every fucking Juggalo talks about. Seriously, you guys are famous for being lit. I hope you know that. Goddamn fucking right it's Worcester. And I'm finally here, and I'm happy as shit about that. Right up. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, the Jugganati is always watching, guys. Be careful. They're always watching.
I'm good. Fuck him.
What do you guys want to hear? I didn't pre-plan this bullshit.
Dude, that's great that happened in Worcester too. That's like Chuck's backyard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
You know, I'm just saying, we're everywhere, fam. You don't even fucking know.
Yeah, and remember, buddy, Chuck takes it hard.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
fucking somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody told me like they went to one of the Shaggy shows, Sport and Jugganati shit, and Shaggy was like, "God damn, you motherfuckers are everywhere." And I was like, "Yep, that's right."
Hell yeah. That's right, man. Every fucking where. It's bigger than just like I keep telling people, it's bigger than Discord. Like not everybody.
Right. Like, well, with that whole thing, you know, and it's like, you know, I told Max yesterday, you know, when it comes to people having little personal issues, I said, bro, we're doing so much bigger shit. We don't got time. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? You got somebody got their feelings hurt because somebody came into Discord and said some shit to them. I don't fucking care no more. You know what I mean? I'm not, everyone's grown ass adults.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You should be able, if you're going to tell me that somebody came into a little social media thing and talk shit to you, and this is causing you personal fucking issues, I can't even fuck with you.
That's SJW all the way.
Right. Like a safe space. What? You know? Stop. Now, if you're getting legitimate harassed to a point where, and most places, even Discord, have a block button. You know what I'm saying? But if you're getting legitimate harassed, you know what I mean? And people are like throwing personal shit in your face, you know, blah, 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 that you've confided in people or you've taught, you know, just fucked up shit like that. Then, of course, we can look at that and be like, you know what, dude, you need to chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? But when it comes to jokes, when it comes to a lot of that shit, if you're coming to me, I told Max, look, if they're coming to us with that, we just need to stop giving a fuck, because here they're sitting here talking about these little problems, and me and you are on the phone talking about like these big fucking dope ass things we're doing this year. You know what I mean? We ain't got time for that petty ass bullshit. This is why motherfuckers never go nowhere. You know what I mean? And notice all the people that got fucking problems probably live with their parents still, or you know what I'm saying? Like they're not out here like fucking working for real life shit, you know. And we out here doing things, you know.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I say.
Hell yeah, man. Oh shit, heady life. Where's Tommy?
Yeah, you got to go back, fam.
Yeah, we're already the second half of the show now.
I came on and chased them off.
He's like, oh no, it's that CPN guy.
It's that CPN guy. I'm gonna catch these hands. I better go.
Tommy was like, oh shit, I mean, Warloxide's not a racist, but that guy is. I gotta go now.
Yeah. Yes.
He was like, oh my God, that's the coonery guy. I'm out there.
He's like, I'm not being associated with that guy. Yeah. No, but for real, man, that was a big deal for him to even fucking catch an email like that and to still fucking come on the show. That's much fucking love, bro.
Yeah, you know, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so let me get this straight. Chuck tried to beat you in a poll and lost. Chuck tried to get one of your guests to drop off and apparently lost that too. Yeah. L's all around, fam.
Yeah, bro. We're starting off the year great this year.
Right. Except, unfortunately, the January fucking curse. Someone had to die.
I received a phone call from a certain group of individuals the other day. I'm sure you probably heard of it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear all the details, but I heard, yeah.
I'm not going to mention names or nothing. But,
yeah, we don't have to do all that. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm not trying to put people's names and shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just like, I said it straight. Like, dude, this is not what I'm about. I'm not going here to do this. And I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here to have a good time. And this guy's the one throwing threats. And he's seen it first. You know what I'm saying? So that helped a lot. But he's the one that noticed the threat first. And he called it out. He called him out on it and fucking was like, yo, man, it looks like you're threatening these guys. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, man, I'm an outsider, and I see it as a threat, straight up. And that's what he told me. I'm like, that's exactly what it was, man, because I didn't even do shit at the awards. This motherfucker just started attacking us. Oh, yeah. Like, it was supposed to be cool. So he said I was attacking him first, but after everything was cool, settled down, after the awards were over, then he started attacking us first again. You know what I'm saying? So he came play. I came out first.
Bro, did you see his fucking interview with Bobby Rocks?
Yeah. Yeah,
dude,
act like everything was cool.
In it, he fucking states, he says that he's never the one that initiates any bullshit. He's always just kind of chilling, spreading his opinion, and all these people just attack him for no real good reason. And I just like, okay, like, do you understand, like, you're either lying or extremely unself-aware of, like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, and then, but I was telling people, because people were like, yo, after that conversation me and him had on his channel, they were like, so you think, like, Chuck's going to be cool? I was like, fuck no. This is literally something he did to try to suppress the fire a little bit. He'll be up on it, you know what I mean? It is what it is. People don't just change like that extreme overnight. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chuck sent me his those IMs. He blocked me on Facebook.
Yeah, plus he's like, yeah, he's going, Warloxide came at me first. It's like, I don't ever remember Warloxide coming at him first. Like, we're always like, yo, we're just not going to talk about you anymore, bro. Like, we were trying not to today, but I mean, when the guest lets us know that he's trying to fuck our show over now, like, now it's just like, dude, what the fuck ever, bro. Like, you're a fucking child, dude. Like, you are a fucking 12-year-old child, bro. Like, he must be on the fucking spectrum, bruh.
You know, he wants to bring up shit about me making his burqa removal challenge when this motherfucker has a criminal record for fucking harassing people on the internet and people with mental disabilities and shit. So, I mean, what kind of person is that? You know what I'm saying? And why would anybody want to work with somebody like that? And then he comes around here talking shit to my fucking co-host that, you know, has a speech impediment. He's got fucking balls coming out here in the first place, man. And he's gonna come out here and fucking down on him for that shit. Like, he can just fuck off, dude. I don't know how anybody can support him, follow him, anything.
I'll tell you exactly how. A lot of them are also scumbags. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it works. The funny thing is too, this is what I saw funny with the screenshots you sent me, Scottish.
Yeah.
How he does the comparison of the South Park dude.
Oh yeah.
He literally did when he was first coming at me. He literally used the same fucking picture. Like, he's literally recycling insults.
I was just gonna say he's recycling content, fam.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like he made for mine and his first fucking debate. He made this fucking flyer where it was a badass picture of him versus. And the CPM picture was that dude wearing a Blase Rose shirt and or whatever the fuck. And I was like, that's funny. And I called him out on the show. I said, I just found it funny that you're comparing me to the loser that sits on the internet. That's what you're calling me. But yet between the two of us, you're the only one with literal crimes for using the internet too much. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You're the only one with a criminal record for internet shit. Because even though a judge tells you stop doing things on the internet, you still can't help it because you're that addicted to doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was a funny comparison, which made me start, you know, back when I was going at him and stuff, and he was all big on the Sigler shit. I was like, I bet you there's something with this motherfucker involving shit like that because he's going too hard about it, and he's that type of person who, like, when you're fucking guilty of some shit, you try to throw it at other people like 10 times harder. You know what I mean? And I figured, and yeah, you know, turns out, oh yeah, I was right about that.
Yeah. Yeah, the names, my neck smells great if you want to have some.
Oh, this is a mark out day, fellas. Willie Mac Show is in our chat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Props out. Willie Mac Show in the building. Yeah, you missed Tommy already, bro. Good interview, though. Check it out later. Go back. Yeah, was it good? I mean, you know, Tommy, you know it was good, bro.
Willie Mac want to come on next, Tommy? You can come on next show.
Yeah. Willie Mac Show wants to come on anytime. Let us know.
Yeah.
Get that link.
We can get it later. It don't matter.
Hello, yeah. Sorry I was late for my interview. I was busy removing burkas.
What the fuck? Oh man.
Oh shit. Is that Nightbot?
Oh, yep. That's Warbot.
That's Warbot, man.
Josh said, yes, ladies, my neck smells great if you want to snuggle sometime.
Oh, man. Yo, dog, fucking Nightbot's on this bitch. Oh, he's looking at me crazy. Oh shit! Wait a minute. What? Oh my god! Hold up, real quick, guys.
Yo, Willie Mac show. That's funny as fuck. In the chat, bro. Y'all see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm marking out, but I can't help it, dude. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, I just subbed it to Willie Mac.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, Josh, you cracked me up, bro.
I know. My neck smells great, ladies. That was great. Well, Josh wins for funniest chat comment today.
Oh my god.
I have my moments.
Yo, I was really hoping not to mention that dude today, man. But I mean, when
first of all,
oh no,
but you're a bitch ass motherfucker. Come stay in the motherfucking house.
Oh shit! Like, bot, it's on.
Who does characters on shows, CPN?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This ain't no CPN shit. You're talking to Kunsky, motherfucker. And I'm telling you right now, right fucking now, Nightbot ain't shit. We got beef, fam.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I come over and remove your hack, but I'm busy getting blown by this Roomba.
I answered, Kyle. I said, hell yeah, Tuesday it's on. What time, buddy?
Fuck your Roomba. I had a threesome this morning with 2 squirrels, bitch.
Oh,
damn, yo. We're going to have a special episode with Kunsky versus fucking Nightbot.
Yeah, Kunsky wants to challenge Nightbot on Tales from the Lotus podcast.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Shout out to raccoons.
Shout out to raccoons. Oh my god.
Shout out to raccoons.
Slap the bolts out your face, fam. Pap, with the power of 1,000 coons. I'm slapping the bolts out your fucking face, fam.
1,000 coons, what the fuck? Oh man, I love not being scripted, yo.
I know.
Oh
god. Excuse me, I have a job to do. Hey, drink Fago every day.
Blaze said, "What the fuck is this trash panda doing here?"
What the fuck is that goddamn talking trash can? R2D2 wannabe short circuit fucking living motherfucker trying to talk shit to me.
Oh my god.
You look like a reject program from the old Disney movie, Not Quite Human.
Look at he's got it right in the camera too. This is funny as fuck.
I love to argue, but I have another job to do. Happy 2019, motherfuckers. You're watching Tales from the Lotus Podcast, episode 162, with special guest Tommy C's SFTP. We have 34 people watching now, with 43 likes and 2 dislikes. You already voted for Tales from the Lotus Podcast on Replicon Radio, so fuck them.
Man.
Damn,
we're sore losers and sore winners.
Why are you talking about dumb shit? I'm hearing this motherfucker, and it's time, bitch. We're gonna go,
Nightbot. So you still owe me $40 for those votes I paid for.
First of all,
what the fuck?
No.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Let me go ahead and read the chat. That Elaine person says Nightbot is the best. Fuck Nightbot and fuck Elaine for saying Nightbot is the best.
Hey, Kunski, no need to be hurtful, fam.
Fuck you, Nightbot. I'll be hurtful all day.
You'll be hearing from me after the show for at least an hour. Wink, wink.
Bet you don't understand. I'm coming up on this motherfucker, and I'm gonna pull your resume.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh my god!
Biggest guff we've ever had was Tommy C. Now it is Kunski. I can't even get it out. We got Kunski and Tommy C. Same show, y'all.
I bet you
show.
go to the hardware store and just put your little robot head and all the bends of nuts and bolts, bitch.
Wow, man.
I can attach any size, ladies. Hit me up, fam.
The biggest beef of 2019, y'all.
Yep.
Speaking of ladies, where are all the ladies at in the motherfucking chat?
Nightbot, what's your neck smell like?
I'm trying to come across the street to your house and
WD-40.
invade your garbage can, if you know what I'm saying.
It smells like duck from this Roomba.
WD-40.
Oh my god.
Blaze, that motherfucker says he wants a Kunski and Nightbot rap battle.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh shit. Donbot.
You already know who it is. Robot Millionaire. It's the D to the O to the N to the B to the O to the T. So yeah. What's up to my brother Kunski?
What's going up? I hate you too. You're a fucking robot. Fuck robots.
Oh no.
You need to go back to your junkyard, boy.
So yeah.
Factory.
I need to get out of here before Brooklyn Menace gets in some more trouble.
We only fuck with biological organisms in this bitch. Fuck all robots.
Oh man. Dude,
Yo, I didn't know that Jinzo and Suicide were on the same label. Hell yeah. Shouts out to that. Just wanted to throw that little tidbit out.
Suicide is gonna catch these hands, fam. Pap, 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 motherfucker.
Pap, pap.
JR Filthy with the same face as always. He did a double take. Oh man, gotta love it.
Oh yeah.
It's Team Kunski over everything, fam.
Make sure if you want to subscribe, you subscribe.
It's added.
Make sure if you're not, make sure you are.
Ring that bell. See more funny ass shit like this.
Where's the asshole that controls my voice has to piss, so I'll be quiet for a moment.
The asshole that controls my voice.
That's right. Ain't no one controlling my voice. Kunski got his own voice, fam.
He's making the little arms move. God damn it.
You don't want to know my boxing skills, fam. Pat, 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 pat. I'm boxing like Roy Jones in this bitch. Pat, 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 pat.
I can't breathe.
Pat, 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 pat.
Oh God. That shit was making me lightheaded from laughing. But he's moving them little hands around.
Fix my hat, CPN, you little bitch ass nigga.
Oh my God. Oh damn! I seen that the Lego Movie game is fucking on fucking Game Pass this month. Shit yeah, bro.
I see Roxy Riddlebox in the chat. Hey there, Roxy. Come get a raccoon choker, fam.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Lade said I like Kunski, but I like Nightbot better. What?
Oh shit. Well, Elaine, that's it. That's it, fam. You're catching pap.
Oh no.
Hey, Tails, where's my interview on Tales from the Lotus podcast?
Ain't it going down right now?
Yeah.
No, this ain't an interview. This is a takeover, fam.
This is a takeover.
Like me coming across the internet roads and digging into your trash, fam.
What, to plan it off air, Kumski? We'll plan it for a day. We got something in mind already.
Plan it? What are you talking about? Planning?
Yeah.
What's this planning you're talking about, bro?
Planning the interview of Kumski.
Roxy Riddlebox wants to interview Kunski. The power of Kunski is everywhere. Yes, you can interview me, Roxy. Oh, yeah. You can interview me all you want.
Yeah.
Don't act like we're professional now, people. We have a raccoon on our show, guys. Don't try to get it twisted because we're getting big-time guests on here. Don't think that we're switching up the professionalism by any means.
Some people are saying, oh, shit. Then we got another robot motherfucker. Let's go, robot. Come on. Come on, Pap. Come on, Pap. Come on, Pap.
Pap. Oh, no, dude.
I will reprogram you like the fucking Terminator, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny. Yo, Kyle Driver wants us to come on a show Tuesday. What time?
You're right, bitch.
You heard
Who's that hoe in the background?
Oh.
None.
Tell her to shut the fuck up or send nudes, fam.
Oh, man.
Y'all want to see my Carlton dance?
What the fuck? Oh, shit.
Liam McNee Baker, what is this? Well, what is this exactly? What is this?
I got a better one for you. Who is this? I got an even better one for you. Why is this?
Hey, Roxy Riddlebox, this Roomba is almost out of power. Can I give you a call, fam?
Hey, you better back the fuck up, Nightbot. Roxy Riddlebox is only coon friendly. We don't do battery operated bullshit around here.
Oh my god.
Oh, this raccoon is cutting a WWE promo Willie Mack show set.
When I'm done for you, you will be contuted. Cause Nightbot comes with batteries not included.
Hey, Kunski, I got something for that joke. Watch my screen, fam.
Oh my god, dude.
This is for Kunski's joke.
Oh, shit. If you fuck with me, Nightbot, you won't survive. You won't walk around like Johnny Five screaming, I'm alive, I'm alive, great God Almighty, I am alive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. 97 motherfuckers watching this shit. I hope you're all entertained and amused.
Oh my god, you guys are killing me there. Oh man.
You got robots fighting puppets up in this motherfucker. Why aren't you gonna see that shit?
I don't know what you're talking about with puppets. I'm a raccoon, bitch.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Oh god!
Holy fuck, dude! We gotta end this in 15 minutes, y'all. So if you guys want to battle it out, go at it.
You don't end it until I say you can end it. You want some of this Warloxide? Pat, 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 motherfucker.
Hey, Kyle Driver, do you think the puppet's real too? Ha ha
ha. Oh my god. Oh man, bro.
Crazy said, is Kunski fighting with Nightbot? That appears to be what's going on right now, Crazy.
McCormick's in the house. I heard CPN and Crazy McCormick played fucking Ninja Gaiden, and Crazy sucked balls at the game. You know why? Because he sucks balls in real life.
Kunski has vaccinates. Oh shit, Christopher Frost.
Juanito said he popping off BB's pap pap.
Oh man. Pap pap. Hell yeah.
Juanito, first of all, get on your side of the wall, fam. And if you don't go, pap pap, 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 motherfucker.
Get on your side of the wall, fam. Ah! Yo, this show is crazy as fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is fucking something else.
Oh god.
I heard that, CPN. I'm reporting you.
Oh no.
Who the fuck is that? Oh shit, who the fuck is that?
Oh no, he did it. He fucking did it. Oh my god.
I'm not supposed to be on this loser of a show anymore.
Oh
but when I hear racist jokes, something in my circuitry makes me show up.
Do you have a beard made of fire, fam?
Nothing you say is funny, fam.
Well, Lebby, I got something for you right motherfucking now, bitch. If you try to fuck with me, you won't be saved in this place. I'll piss all over your face and make you look shaved in a base. Bars, bitch!
Oh, shit.
True story. Brooklyn Menace officially gave me to Chuck. I'm out of here, fam.
Oh shit, he left. That's another one. Fucking down. Destroying them all. Kunski in this bitch. Robots come everywhere, and it's pap, 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 pap.
Yes, ladies. Oh, Nightbot, you gotta do your job, bro.
I want to say so many mean things, but Brooklyn Menace is afraid to get in any more trouble.
You have to read it. You have to read it. That's
sorry. Yes, ladies, my neck smells great. If you want to snuggle sometimes, wink. Hey, hey,
yes,
hey,
ladies, my neck
drink Fago every day.
Oh, yes, ladies, my neck smells great. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Better than when you made me say I'm a bitch last year.
Oh, God. I literally have tears.
Who the fuck is Christopher Frost talking shit? Oh, you trying to catch this motherfucker. Pat! Pat, pat, pat! Pat!
I can see Nightbot and Kunski sitting in the car together and Nightbot asking for relief.
Hey,
Happy 2019, motherfuckers.
It's just child's play, Nightbot. It's just...
Hey, Siznak, I see you in the chat room. I'm gonna date one of your kids, fam. They all love the Kunski.
Way to make it real.
Kyle Driver said, Kunski, can I get a shout out?
Fuck you, Kyle. You ain't getting shit.
Yo, I was watching, speaking of Kyle, I was watching that stream the other day with CPN, Wolf, It was that shit was crazy. Church. That was an action-packed one.
Fuck CPN. CPN ain't shit.
Ryan.
He needs to stop doing his show and just hand it over to me, because everybody knows Coonski brings in the viewers. Coonski brings in the bitches. Coonski for president, y'all.
JR Filthy in the building. Whoop, whoop. Come on over, Coonski.
I just want to let y'all motherfuckers know real quick. Coonski gonna have his own clothing line. Coonski and the motherfucker go have his own clothes, fam.
Hell yeah! Those are some $50 bangers.
Sit the fuck down, you robotic piece of shit.
Hell yeah! Shout out to robotic pieces of shit.
Yo, is raccoon on our show, is that racist? That's what I want to know. That's the question.
Let me tell you something to that weed bot over there. I'm going to beat you so bad, you'll soonly start suing. I can't believe I got to go at it with a motherfucker from that game, Detroit Become Human. Ah! Bars!
Oh, Coonditas. Oh, my God.
Coonditas. Coon boo, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
We gonna make it coon boo in this motherfucker.
Let's get some pandas in the chat.
And that'll be C-U-B-O-O as in coon boo. CPN, fix my hat, fam.
CPN fixes the hat. Oh my God.
That's right, bitch.
Oh, slowly.
No, don't know. CPN is my fucking slave, fam.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
When I say CPN jump, he does not say how high. He jumps and then says, "Was that high enough, sir?"
Driver said, "I guess we're still beefing, Knifebot. I guess we're still beefing."
Yeah. Oh, I want to wrap this up before Carnival Spirits has to premiere that video. So we still got 9 minutes. Coonski, any last words?
9 fucking minutes. First of all, you don't ask me for last words. We're last. I will show up to your fucking house. I will pop out of your trash can, fam. And when you go to throw away all your recyclables, here I'll come out. Pap, 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 pap.
Oh, God. Coonski is a black belt in Kung Fu. Oh, my God.
Kung Fu. Y'all don't know. Pap, 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 pap,
pap. Crazy said, is it because CPN is half black?
Let me tell you this much right now. My last words are this. To all the robots making their way into our internets, and to all the robots out there, I'm coming for you, motherfuckers. Coonski 2019 is going to take down the robotic scum of this fucking world, the robotic filth of this place. Whether you want it or not, just know that no matter what you're doing, when you're rooming your rich white girl's living room, when you're fucking battery operating, trying to satisfy a bitch whose boyfriend ain't getting the job done, Coonski comes out of nowhere with that pap, 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 and I'm out this bitch. Chicka-cha-ta. Oh shit!
Just tossed him over to the side. What the fuck?
Well, wow, that was more Coonski than I think we should have.
That's a little hard on the throat.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would it be? I mean, maybe him strangling me. Yeah.
Are you trying to say that wasn't you the whole time, CPN? Are you trying to work us right now?
Well, first of all, that obviously wasn't me. You obviously saw it was Kunski. Yeah. He was throwing punches and doing all types of crazy shit. When he talks, I'm not allowed to do anything. So,
except fix his hat.
You don't. Yeah, he kind of tells me what to do. So,
he said, "Fix my hat, fam." And then you just see CPN's hat. Fam. Oh my god, I can't wait to go back for this.
Oh,
fix my hat, fam. That's gonna be the funniest shit. That's going on the highlight reel, Brooklyn. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
Fix my hat, fam is definitely highlight reel material.
That was coontastic.
You know what? I watched like 50 times runs that speech on the 1 year anniversary episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because I didn't get to see your reaction and Josh's reaction.
Oh yeah. I'm like, this is very serious that you guys watch this speech right now. Still in work mode, like this is all a work. You people don't know. You don't know. Inquisitor in the house. Whoop whoop.
Inquisitor.
Oh yeah.
CPN is my slave. I know, right, dude? That shit was funny as
man.
Yes, this is definitely going down in history.
It's definitely highlight reel.
So are we going to end up with some I mean, from what Kunski's told me, you know, if you guys want to interview him, he's got to check his busy schedule because he's invading these bitches' trash cans. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And apparently he's papping all over the place.
But the thing is Kunski going to get an email talking about how awful of a show we are? That's the question.
I'll get the email because Kunski technically doesn't have an email. He doesn't fuck with that email shit. He does shit in real life, apparently. That's what he tells me. Like, he's like, I do shit in real life, fam. I'm like, okay. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it, I mean, if you guys, but he really wants to go after Nightbot. Like, that's his thing. Like, I can't hear the end of it. You know, he's like, those fucking bots. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll have to make that happen.
I mean, yeah, just I guess I'll pass the message on to him. Just let me know, and we'll set it up.
We're just gonna have to get the guy that does Nightbot's voice real drunk first.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
So he could say something funny.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, shit, man. Well, shit, y'all. I'm gonna end this shit. We're getting ready to go check out the premiere for Big Nick on Carnival Spirits.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. Smash the like button.
Mad props to any new subs that we got today.
Leave a comment if you
shout out to all the ones I lost.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for Tommy C for coming on again. Much appreciated.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Nah, fuck CPN for coming on.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Yeah, thanks to Kunski, I guess, for coming on.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Oh shit.
Nightbot, fucking.
Props out to Josh's neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, props to Josh's neck. Josh's neck in the motherfucking house.
Josh's neck in the motherfucking house.
Diamonds to Josh's
highlight
neck.
reel. Oh, Brooklyn. Highlight reel. You got that. Shout out to Josh's neck.
Fucking GameStop is calling me. Oh, yeah, because they probably want me to go pick up Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
sir,
shit.
your credit card failed to process.
No, trust. That's not
sir, that puppet
right
that you bought from the store, that was a limited edition, and we weren't supposed to sell that one. Could you please bring it back along with the hat?
No, that's a pap right there.
All right,
Big Nick. Wins.
Oh, just real quick. Do you think Kunski should interview people?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not so they make it so they don't see it coming though.
Yeah.
Like he just pops up.
Well, I might like. Apparently, there might be a Coonski cam. You know what I mean? Like going around certain events.
Nice.
But anyway, all right, I'm out this bitch.
All right, man. Peace.
For real. Everybody that's watching this, head over to Carnival Spirits. Show some respect for Big Nick.
Yes. Make sure you like and chat and share and all that good stuff. Much love. We out.
Peace.